he's on the microphone, when he's not on the microphone, he's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
After his Facebook post, exactly. So, I say, well, he's probably asleep on his at his chair watching the Giants game or something. Like, it's just my dad's MO. Even growing up, was he'd come home around 6:30, eat dinner on his, be my mom, my sister, and I at the dinner table. My dad be on a TV tray. Our living room, our dining room tables, and whatever there's like the kitchen, the dining room table, and the living room with the TV we had. All basically in the same floor, same room. There were no walls in between. It was just like kitchen, dining room table, couple of mismatched, a couch and a couple of chairs that had no business being together, and TV. And my dad would eat on the chair and the TV tray, and then he'd migrate to the couch after maybe finishing his Schaefer or Ham's beer in his little cooler.
Right.
And then, he'd be out by 7:30 every single night. He's a morning guy. So, hey, that's what's happening. Anyways, on and on and on and on. Finally, it's like 9:30. She's called. She's like, and each time she calls, she's like, have you keep trying to talk to Dad? No. I would text you. Okay, well, nothing happened. Anyways, I knew where this was going the first time she called me. So finally, I'm like, all right, I'll call you when I get there. So at this point, it's like 9:30. I'm ready to turn in, hop in the car. It's I was Cameron and Ferris Bueller. I'm just like, I'm not going. Oh, fine, I'm going. Because I know she won't sleep.
Right.
She will not fall asleep. So I go over there and I like try to peer in the front door. I'm hoping like they have like a security patrol over there at the Sun City my parents live in, where it's just basically old retired, usually ex-military guys are like 81 with CBs playing Army man. Hey, everything's cool. Like my dad's one of them, right? And they have golf carts. This is all true. They have golf carts that they drive around the community in, and they all talk in like CB code, stuff like that. So, I'm hoping none of them see me. I can't see it. I can see a light on in the back, but I can't see my dad directly. So I open up the gate. I'm trying to be quiet because what I don't want to do, how funny would this be? I don't want to get there and surprise him and then he has a heart attack because I was checking on him, right? Like that would be funny. Not funny, but not funny. Okay. Funny, not funny, haha. Yeah. So I get to the back and I'm looking in the window of where his little dad cave is. And he's not on he's not in his chairs. And I'm not going to lie. I had a couple of thoughts on the way over, like, oh God, don't be the guy that doesn't take this seriously. And then something, So I don't see him now. Okay, I'm perked up a little bit now. Like, I know he's home, car's there, but he's not there. But then I look and like the door at the back of the dad cave, the door is open, which goes directly to my mom and dad's bedroom. And I see my dad in bed. So I FaceTime my sister and I say, he's sleeping. I told you he was sleeping. Do you think at that point she said, okay, cool. Thank you for going over there?
No.
She said,
Make sure he's just
zoom in on him on FaceTime and let's wait until we see him move. About 20 minutes later, he rolls over. I'm like, is that good? She's like, yeah, it is. I mean, what do you mean? Yeah, it is. She's like, well, I mean, what if he, And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I don't know. Just what if he had another stroke and he can still move? But and I was like, seriously? She's like, no, that's fine. So anyways, I go back home. She's fine. She goes to sleep. And then like noon the next day, I call my dad. I'm like, Dad, did you not see the 20 missed calls from both me and how come I haven't heard from you? I just realized that. I haven't heard from Lindsay. Oh, I called your sister. It's fine. I was like, nobody called me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fine. So that's how the weekend started up. The next day, I get an email saying you have a UPS package. It's gonna be delivered today. I didn't have anything. The only thing I had outstanding was 2 silicone muffin pans for egg bites. It's a pretty exciting day because the old ones have been. I had the little the cupcake peelies papers. So these were like the only ones I have are they're silicone and you put them in the muffin pan and then you can do that. And my son loves egg bites. We both, it's a good breakfast. And they stay all week long. So on Sundays, I'll usually make egg bites during football. It's kind of a fall thing. And we have them for the week. So, but those had run their course. These are actual silicone pans ish. They're bendy that they're supposed to last forever. So anyways, that's the only thing I had, and that wasn't UPS. So I'm kind of excited because, hey, maybe it's something I forgot I ordered. Maybe it's a gift from a friend. Maybe I won something. I don't know, but I got a UPS package, and I don't know where it's coming from. So, okay, cool. UPS package comes. It's a box about as big as this shoe box case, So I get inside, and it just says to me, it's proper name. But I don't recognize. It just has the address as the return to sender. So I'm really kind of excited now, and I open it up, and by the way, now the rest of the family's kind of like, what is it? It could be anything. I felt like the dad in A Christmas Story, Fragile, with the leg, but he knew what was coming. And thank God there weren't UPS guys in there helping me open the whole thing because I opened it up for my wife and my son. And it's a white box about the size of the UPS box that it came in. Take the white box out, still no markings, just a white box that's taped up. Now I'm really interested. Get the scissors, cut the tape, open it up, pull out another box, but this one has the writing on it. It is a self-addressed container that I have to poop in.
Gross.
100%, dude. During my checkup a couple weeks ago.
Fun or okay, checkup.
Yeah, right. No, it's not for OnlyFans.
You dodged the colonoscopy.
Yeah, but she said we are way behind. Like it's going to take you. Hello. It's going to take you forever on this. Let's just get this done. Super easy, whatever. And I forgot that was coming to me. And so I just immediately, it just sent me spin. First off, it was really funny in front of the family.
That's my poop in a box.
Right. 100%. Because I'm like, well, I don't want to drop this. What am I? You have to take this in. Like, here you go. And even though it doesn't have anything on it other than an address, my guess is people at UPS stores know what it is because they've seen enough of them, and and you're basically handing them a turd. You're literally handing them a turd. So there's like there's a service they have for $9.99 where they'll send somebody to come pick it up, which I'm 100%. That is the best $10 I've ever spent. I can just leave it
for you
for right,
not for the.
This is where
delivery.
This is where I started. This is where I've been spinning all weekend. Right. Other than like, oh God, like I read the instructions. It's like, well,
isn't it literally just like a really small?
Yeah, it really is. But like, I don't have any of those.
Well, I mean, you need to.
have some surgery.
Operate,
Yeah, I don't want to
surgeon,
do
yeah,
that. So it's
operation.
like, and then you go directly in, or is it like when you're trying to get a fish out of the water with one of the little nets? Does it come with a net?
Knife and fork.
Right, knife and fork. What about a pebble? Would that work? I don't know. Anyway, but then I really started thinking about, like, I've been thinking about this all weekend.
Do you want to send your worst version? Do you want to send your best version?
I feel like my worst, right? Because that's the one that could, I don't know. I'm pretty sure the consistency of that has nothing to do with prostate cancer, but also, Jason, not a doctor.
No.
Not a doctor. Yeah. Okay. I'm a radio guy.
You sent us this?
Right. Like, also, it's a box. It's not a jug. So there has to be some form of consistency there, right? It's we're looking for solid, not liquid. Good morning.
Morning.
So all I've been thinking about all weekend, I can't get it out of my head. Like, I can't get it out of my head. There's a city somewhere, wherever this thing's going to, I think it's Des Moines, which makes sense. Midwestern located, these go all over the country. It's centrally located. It's like not DEFCON, whatever that, NORAD in Colorado. There's a guy that's going to be arriving at work in about 50 minutes, 9 a.m. Central Time. And his entire job is to open these boxes. Yep. He gets to work, hangs his hat and coat up on the rack, gets a cup of coffee, says, "Hello, Bonnie. Hey, Jim. How was your weekend?" Maybe there's a room where they have the coffee and everything, and they're just kind of sipping.
It's like, I lost my fantasy league this week.
Exactly. Oh, Malik Neighbors just did, they're having normal. How's the kids? Well, better get to it. And then he goes off to his cubicle, his room, his office. And he walks in and he goes and he sits down in his chair, and somewhere, somehow, I don't know if it's on a conveyor belt, I don't know if it's stacked up like papers, I don't know if there's an inbox and an outbox. There are stacks of boxes of literal turds from around the country. And his job, I'm guessing the same person that empties the box isn't the one that screens the box. That's probably the doctors and stuff, right? So his job is what? To probably take these out, somehow get it on one of them little microscopy things, with the smear, and then label it, and then pass it off to the doctor, who probably makes around 8 times more than he does. And his job all day long is to unbox and process turds.
Yeah.
I want to, I haven't done this probably since Cup of Noodles. I want to send a show shout out. I want to send a show shout out to whoever. By the way, why are we considering this as a man?
Yeah, true.
Could be a woman.
Could be a machine.
It could be a machine. But then it loses that personal touch.
Oh, no, you've made it personal.
So someday, soon, for the next couple weeks, some man or woman in Des Moines is going to be opening up a box. And unlike how excited I was for the UPS box, this person is almost certainly not going to be excited, because they know what's in the box, and that's their job.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? That's what's in the box. I hope they get paid well.
I hope so too.
I hope that they make a lot of money doing it. I hope that's one of those jobs like you see every once in a while where it's like it shows the guy climbing the 1,000-foot radio tower to change the light bulb once a year, and he gets paid just a bunch of money for doing that because nobody else wants to do that job. So I feel like for anyone today, myself included, which, by the way, I'm in a great mood, had a good weekend, was really, it's the best time of year, really excited about coming into work today. But that makes me more That could be your job.
Yeah.
And also, like, is there anyone who's like, I love my job? What if like, I wonder if any of them that do that are like, oh no, I love my job. I know it sounds crappy, but I help save people from getting prostate cancer. Like, are there people that like legit feel that way, or like
saving lives?
Like, look, exactly. Yeah. I'm doing something no one else wants to do, and in the process, I'm helping. Because we've all seen the commercials. We all know it. My father-in-law died. We know what prostate cancer does to men. That person, those people are
colon cancer. Yeah.
Yeah. What did I say? Yeah, exactly. That are sorry. Yeah, you're right. Are they're assisting and helping. They are a vital cog in the process.
But like any other job, with the amount of sample after sample after sample after sample, there's certain days you're like, Bonnie, Jim,
come here.
You gotta see this.
You've got to see this.
Yeah.
I don't even know
what would you describe that as, Bonnie.
Can we actually sample corn?
Yeah.
Like, this makes no sense.
You ever seen that one in a crayon box? What color? Describe it.
So shout out to those folks. Like in the Budweiser commercials. Remember those are my probably favorite ones of all time.
What's that?
No, Mr. Turd Box Unboxer. And one of the guys like, you help make a difference. Yeah, shout out to them. How was your weekend?
It was great.
Wow, I hated that.
It's funny how I've been in this business forever and I'm numb to so many things. But as we were watching football Saturday, the family was hanging out. Melissa just made popcorn.
Oh.
And we just got
a standard garden variety popcorn?
It was no, Jason. That's not what we do at the house. And you should, frankly, know better.
Filled with egg bites?
A little, yes. Popcorn and egg bites. I thought I had a picture here. Not of the box. No, it was a celebratory popcorn.
Oh, nice.
Because we had run out of popcorn supplies, and there was and I did not time it right because we hadn't run out in a long time for reasons you'll soon understand. And we went where we don't eat popcorn every day. We don't eat popcorn every week, surprisingly, but there's something about when you can't have popcorn.
And you want popcorn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of UPS boxes, so Friday, early on, when I got back, and sorry everybody if you can't see this, but there was a box with this waiting for me. Yeah, it is the
movie theater butter.
1 gallon
of that soap.
No, that's movie theater. Well, butter. It's butter flavored popcorn topping. It's a gallon's worth. And this time,
so it's good and good for you.
Well, it's actually healthy in ways I can't get into right now. Mentally, it's healthy. Emotionally healthy. Sure. Emotional health is important, Jay.
Spiritually. But
this version is the first version we've ever got that came with a squirter. Not a sprayer. You got a squirting sound effect back there, Chris?
I don't think I could play it on the air.
So it's one of those, it's like a lotion, hand lotion. You push down on it, right? And
we do have one.
We do have one, and so we plan out our popcorn in advance as a family. When Melissa and I go to the store, every other trip we get paper bags, and we get paper bags specifically so that we can fold them up and put them in the underneath the sink, because we pour the popcorn in there and then
in a big old bag
and then salt and shake it up. It really
you
is.
are the bag.
All of us, we all do the popcorn shake. So we're eating popcorn. It's the afternoon and early evening, I think. We're watching the football, and all of a sudden I click over, and it was funny. I kind of I texted, or maybe I tweeted the joke, because my wife, who was unaware, she knows you're the voice of the Sac State Hornets. But she was genuinely like, oh, my God, he does TV, too. I was like, because at first I could tell, like, like a dog, not that my wife's a dog, but, like a dog will, like, turn its head when it's like I could tell that something interested her beyond the score of the game. And then I now know that she was like, wait, is that Jason? And then there was a really long, I forget, I apologize, but somebody on the Good Guys team had like a really long run.
Yeah, 85-yarder.
85-yarder for a touchdown, right? We tuned in a little before that, right? Okay. And so the whole family was discussing how it does and doesn't sound like you when you're doing the call.
Okay.
Here's why. It's a great call, and it does sound like you, but you never use that inflection in real life.
Yeah, well, not on the show, per
right?
se. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
Like I yell and scream, and I'm silly and all the time. You have, not that you're monotone, but you're high and you're low are fairly, But then something like that, you're going for it. And so we were remarking how interesting that was, and what a good call it was. And then we all kind of stopped. Myself, Mason, and Melissa, and went, this is so funny. We've known Jason forever. I work with Jason every day. Why is it that like I'm seeing Jason on TV doing the call of the Sac State game, and we all agreed that we all kind of had the feeling of, that's Jason. That's Jason. Hey, I know that guy.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
Oh, that's cool.
We were all very excited for you.
Appreciate that.
For a job that you've done forever.
Well, the TV part's relatively new. I mean, I had done it years ago, but then the last like 3 seasons. Yeah.
It's fun.
It is fun. TV for the home games, radio for the road games.
Later on, listened to or saw Scott Marsh.
And,
he was doing the voice of the Aggies.
Yep.
Game of golf.
Just played golf with that guy the other day.
That's Scott.
He's on TV.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
That's always my favorite one. My mother-in-law still does that when she'll, like, if she heard a Kings game or something. Oh, they were saying on that was me.
That was you.
Yeah.
That was you.
Yeah.
That was you. Honestly, top 5 moment in my career. It was 7, 8 years. We opened in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it might have been the year after Jaeger almost busted 500.
Okay.
It might have been the year after that. Anyways, we were down in Phoenix. Wait, I think you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was sitting on Radio Row next to G-Man.
Yeah.
And so there were headsets there, and I put them on, and I'm watching the game. And then at one point during the game, now keep in mind, I've done this job a very long time.
Yeah.
And then G-Man goes, well, here with this special occasion, we got Carmichael Dave sitting next to me. Dave, and he asked, I forget what he asked me. And I also don't know why I'm talking like this. And let me tell you, man.
A shameful performance.
I've done pre-half and post.
You got nervous.
I did. Yeah.
You're like, I'm just eating my popcorn.
That's literally what I was doing. I was just housing
watching
the game. Headset, like, what a seat, right? Yeah. I'm just being a Kings fan. I didn't know I was going to do anything. I filled in on pre-half and post way back in the day a couple times. I've obviously been on radio, but when Gary Gerald on a Kings broadcast turns to you and he asked me, hey, the thought, and I was like, oh, and I had this like the butterfly nerves feeling that I can't even remember the last time I had.
G-Man is a hot dog a sandwich?
Right.
He's like, well, let's talk about hot dogs.
I
love hot dogs.
G-Man 1-5 on the picks. So anyways, it was a good weekend. Trying to think what else. That's it. I mean, we're out of time. I'm just trying to think if there was something Chris related. I feel like there was something I wanted to ask Chris.
I was hoping I was going to see you on Saturday earlier before the football game right here around the station. Jay Johnson had his...
Yes. How did that go?
That was great. The charity bike ride. Yeah, a lot of people that I didn't know would be there, but that were there.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Jay does... it's so amazing the stuff Jay will do.
Yeah.
Very, very involved in the community.
Seeing the great Jerry Reynolds.
How about that?
Yeah, he was there. Henry Turner. Whitey Gleason.
Was
Draper.
Did Jerry Reynolds have I imagine
he had a Harley.
It's like, I was thinking Harley, but then I also thought, well, what about like Pee Wee style bike?
Or like one of those old bikes with the really big wheel.
One front big wheel, one's tiny back wheel.
Yeah, huge front
and
wheel.
He's got goggles on and a scarf.
Actually, I was surprised he had a unicycle.
I was going to say, somebody had to roll up to the unicycle while juggling.
Some were supportive, some rode, but yeah.
That's fantastic. Cool. Oh, good for them. Good event. Yeah. Good event. Good at charity.
Good.
We'll take a break. When we return, hey, we got a big Monday show for you. How about those 3-0 San Francisco 49ers, right? How about that? We got Monday Night Football still coming tonight. Week 3 is not done. We got injuries, unfortunately, galore. We got to talk about Matthew Barrows will join us at 9 a.m. And Chris, have you finished your book yet?
Haven't started.
Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, Chris supporting.
He'll have it done by 9.
Yeah, you gonna get it signed? You got to get it signed.
Got to get it signed.
Local guy makes his coming out party on Sunday Night Football and so much more. So sit back, relax. It is going to be an incredibly energetic Monday. Week 3. Well, okay, if you want to talk, all right, we can do that. I'm actually, I'm always excited to do these reads, but Jason, I do have a question as I bring you into this live read real quick. So it's going to be 94 today, 98 tomorrow.
It's first day of fall.
Is tomorrow first day of fall?
Today.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it?
Happy fall.
Yeah.
85 Wednesday, 88 Thursday, 91 on Friday. Now, here's my question. Next Monday, it's 81, followed by 78 and 84. My question for you is this. Saturday, it's supposed to be 86. Will that be the last day of the year? Or will we never hit 90 after that? Because it's 91 on Friday is what I'm trying to say. Will that be our final 90 degree of the year?
That is going to be September 27th.
I think you're right. Yep.
26th.
Yep. And then it's 86, 85, 81, 78, 84
90?
after that.
I think we might have another.
I think we'll have another 90 in there. Oh, we're so close. Chris?
Yes.
We're going to have another 90?
Yes, we will.
Wow, you know what? I'm going to be the only optimist on the show and say no.
But you've already moved the meter. Remember, before we can have another 100, and we didn't.
You're damn right,
Close.
Jason. Congratulations to all of you. You made it through the crap part of the year. You're coming in on the fall. And here's the thing. 2 things with American Energy Heating and Air. Either you've used your air conditioner a ton over the summer and it needs some maintenance, or you want to get your furnace ready for the winter. They've been around since 1981. A+ Better Business Bureau. They want to be your second opinion partner, meaning if you're working with somebody else or you want to, fine, whatever. But get your second opinion from American Energy and watch them beat that rate. 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990. 9990 AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable. We'll take a break. We'll come back, start the show with Safer Out. Yes.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
She has yet to lose since she's gone there. I'm not saying anything. Broke into the top 25 this week. UCLA having a rough year. Maybe this year. Come on over to the. All right, Jason laughs. Hopefully he'll be back for 3 for. Oh my God! He's got the double hand wave.
You can listen to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 1140 a.m. YouTube or the Sacktown Sports app.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by the Roseville Auto Mall.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA3 Weather Center. It is Monday. Stepping outside, it's comfortable. And on this first official day of fall, temperatures will be heating up once again. Expect to have light northwesterly winds, plenty of sunshine, and highs in the mid to upper 90s. You can get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
Fresh adventures await at the Roseville Auto Mall. With 20 top brands and thousands of vehicles in stock daily, your new adventure is just a short drive or click away. Level up with a new vehicle during our trade-in and trade-up event now at the Roseville Auto Mall. Driven to be the best.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I'm a plumber and needed to get work in the door.
So business was going down the drain?
Yeah, I went to Staples. They printed yard signs, business cards, even flyers to leave at supply stores.
But at what cost, man?
Well, I saved $125 on my order, and now I'm booked solid. Boom!
Back at ya. For your business printing, Staples.
That was easy.
Now save up to $125 on custom print orders. Valid in-store and online. Ends 11/1. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, I'm Michael from the War and Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part, they accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide, based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Hey, this is Jelly Roll. This National Recovery Month, start your recovery journey. Choose a proven addiction treatment option that's right for you at ChooseChangeC8.org.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Cal Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Nighttime is fun time at the Hagen Oaks Top Tracer driving range. It's more relaxed at night with people enjoying technology, where you can play Pebble Beach at Hagen Oaks, compete against your friends in a variety of games, or just practice at your leisure. There's food when you're hungry from hangout eats and drinks, or enjoy a beverage on the brand new patio with relaxed seating. And check out the free concert series. It's the Hagen Oaks driving range nightly until 2 a.m. Wilson Avenue at Business 80.
Safe or out? It's time to go around baseball. 3 pitches, 3 swings. It's safe or out on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Well, found out just during the break, thanks Christopher Lott, that SNL did an entire skit on Color Guard.
Oh, yeah.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. It's a good one.
That's not going to be in my head now. Safe or out?
Just unleashed.
Question 1, please.
As we enter the final week, the slumping Mets are now in a tie for the final wild card spot in the NL. Safe or out? Based on payroll, that would be the worst look for them to miss the postseason.
Yeah, it's safe-eroni. Holy crap.
Falling apart.
Wow,
The Giants just didn't have their stuff together.
Oh, my goodness.
Because it was there for them.
It was completely there for them. And the Reds now own the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Control their own destiny. The Mets have lost 2 in a row, but they've really been on a bigger schneid.
The Reds got swept here like 2 weeks ago against the A's. And there were Reds fans there. I remember I was at the last game, and they're like, well, thought we had a chance. Like, people were leaving the park like, we're done. And they're right back in it because the Mets.
They are 80-76. Tied with the Mets. By the way, the Diamondbacks are just 1 game back.
Right.
And dare I say, I mean, whatever, but the Giants are 3 back.
Yeah, I mean, they have to win the last 6 or whatever, but it can happen.
They've got a pretty friendly schedule over the last 6, so it's actually the pennant race. That's why I like the wild card. Yeah. It gives you a little more fun and excitement.
Yeah, but they were already a big payroll team, and then you get Soto, who's ended up having a monster year. That's not a team that it should be missing the playoffs.
Not at all. So it's certainly not Soto's fault. Right. Meanwhile, and we'll talk about this a little bit later, but how How about the Mariners going in and sweeping the Astros?
Massive.
In Houston.
Yep.
They now have a 3-game lead on the Stros. But I think the story in baseball is the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers. The Tigers had this thing wrapped up. They had, I think, a 99% chance of winning the AL Central. This reminds me of the Cardinals a bunch of years ago, coming back out of nowhere. Guardians lost yesterday, but they have won 9 of 10. The Tigers have lost 9 of 10. Holy crap. And can I give you one stat from over the weekend? And I hope that I hope I'm not killing Chris on this, because this might be my favorite stat from the weekend, Jason. You saw the Dodgers slapped around the Giants all weekend long, with the exception of yesterday. Mm-hmm. Well, after yesterday's game, the Giants and Dodgers go back a long, long way. One of the oldest rivalries in all of sports, going back to New York, Brooklyn, and all that stuff, right? Well, after their game yesterday, the all-time record, the Dodgers versus Giants, the Dodgers have 1,288 wins. The Giants have 1,288 wins. As a matter of fact, when the Dodgers beat the Giants Saturday, it was the first time they actually led the Giants in their all-time series since, and you might remember this, August 8th, 1896.
I do.
When they led 49-48.
The streets were talking back then.
Big time. It was one of those extra, rah. That's crazy to me. They're even. That's a rivalry. Hey, question 2.
Cal Raleigh smashed his 58th home run yesterday for the surging Mariners. Safer out. You both should rethink the AL MVP.
That's a big, might surprise you. That's a capital OUT for me. That's an out.
Okay.
Because I would already vote for Cal Raleigh.
Oh.
I
thought you were saying it was going to be Judge.
It is going to be Judge.
Okay.
But I would vote for Cal Raleigh.
Well, and this might surprise you. Mm-hmm. It's a safe for me. And the reason being not the home run, but the year.
Yes.
His statistics suggest he's an MVP candidate. Right now, they're the 2 seed. They would have a bye. Before, I was like, I don't know if they're going to make it.
Yeah.
And if they do, they're going to be 6, and, it's about winning, too.
Yeah.
It's weird. They could be the 2 seed and have a bye. They could be the 1 seed and have a bye. They could miss. I mean, if they have a terrible last week.
Right.
There's so much up for grabs. The Yankees could still win the division, and maybe they are elevated. It's just number 1 and number 2 get a bye, which is important. But because they're a division leader and because Detroit has fallen apart, they've passed the Tigers.
They have.
And then they're in first in their division. So if they're one of the 2 division leaders, they're going to get a first-round bye. I don't think that will propel him, but to me, that's actually made it closer. His statistics paired with the team winning.
Yeah, and I think it's funny that you and I are both thinking that way or considering that way, but also for 2 completely that is a factor, and it should be.
Yeah.
As we talked about last week, my thing is he's a catcher, and I think that should matter. I think that there is no valid argument, in my opinion, and I think it's an opinion supported by fact. There is no valid argument that Cal Raleigh is having a better offensive year than Aaron Judge. I don't think there is. He has more home runs and more RBI, but barely.
Yeah.
And Aaron Judge is better than him in every other, other than 3 stolen bases.
Right.
Every other statistical category, and in most cases, significantly better.
Yeah, and that's the one I don't know what voters do. Like, when they go into, the weeds of it, like OPS and WAR and all that, Judge is, a lot better.
A lot better.
But I don't, do people just go batting average, wins, runs,
I
RBI,
think the large bulk of them still do.
Yeah.
Average home runs, RBI, runs scored, stolen bases, the surface stats, the glamour stats, if we will. I just think it matters when a guy's in the squat for 9 innings.
Yeah, and to have at the end, if it's not Raleigh, he'll go I had the Mariners record, switch hitters record, catcher's record. That's not good enough.
Serious. Either way, someone's going to be a little bit screwed this year. Number 3.
Toronto became the first AL team to clinch a postseason spot. Safer out. They should be the favorite.
You trust them? I say out. I mean, they're the best record, but not by a lot. It's not like they've run away with it. They could still lose the division. Yankees are 2 back.
I don't follow baseball religiously like I used to.
Well, Dave Steve's been great. John Olerud.
Olerud. Ricky Henderson, by the way, just figured out who he was.
Yeah, Alomar.
Old school Blue Jays. Danny Ainge.
Very old school.
Thank you. I would say, I'm looking at their depth chart right now. I would say that if before I put their depth chart on my screen, I would say the over-under on Toronto Blue Jays I could name would be 2.5.
I know the two you would get. Mm-hmm. I'm curious about the third.
Well, I would get Vladdy Guerrero for sure. I would get, for me, I would get Kevin Gausman because the ex-Giant.
I was giving you Bo Bichette.
And then, Bo Bichette. So maybe 3.
Okay. You went over.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Can I tell
Mr.
you,
Blue Jay?
Can I tell you, I completely 100% forgot they had Max Scherzer. Just forgot.
Yeah.
They also have Shane Bieber, who's back now. I don't think they should be the favorite because I think they're still, between the Tigers, the Yankees, the Mariners or Astros, those are the teams du jour. But I like the idea of the Blue Jays being that team, kind of like the Brewers, where you actually look at their team and you go, oh wow, that's a really solid team. That is a really solid team.
Yeah.
But do you think Toronto's going to win the whole thing?
I don't.
I say Toronto versus Seattle in the World Series. I'll take that.
How's that happening?
Well, and when I say World Series, I mean ALCS.
Gotcha.
I'm just used to Seattle being in the NL. I don't know why I'd be used to that, but
I'm used to Toronto being in the NFC West.
I couldn't agree with you more. Like the Falcons and Saints.
Yes.
News 10, Channel 13,
98 Rock, 93 Rock.
The Astros and Brewers screwed the whole thing up for me years ago. Should they be the favorite?
No. Out.
We'll take a break.
You're out of here.
When we come back. NFL notes. Got all kinds of stuff to talk to you about, along with a word, I hope, during the break. This is what I'm hoping for on Monday. You got any updates on Gonzalez Law?
More than a word.
Oh, let's go. Bunch of words on Gonzalez Law and NFL notes, including a nice coming out party on national TV for one of Sacramento's favorite sons next.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead.
Get your Kings fix all season long right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings, Sacktown Sports and SacktownSports.com.
Well, if you're looking for someone to represent you, you obviously want someone that's got the skill, the ability, the years of experience, the knowledge, all those things you should be looking for if you need representation. And that's why I'm telling you about Gonzalez Law. Jonathan Gonzalez is the man you need. SackLegalDefense.com. The number is 916-304-9187. Now, where he's mastered things and has area of expertise, and a lot of people have called and gone to him, is with expungements, something that has happened to you in your past that's still following you around, that's still on your record, that you'd like removed, that'll help you achieve things, or it's been keeping you from things. Well, ask about that. He will help. He has helped many, many people before. Maybe there's been a wrongful termination case that you need some representation for, criminal defense, car accidents, lots of different things. He is here to help, and he has the ability to do so. And being that he's in our community, he's local and wants to help you, this is the guy you need. It's Gonzalez Law. His name is Jonathan Gonzalez. SackLegalDefense.com, 916-304-9187.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
How can you free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your team and focus on your future. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Let's go! You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
When shopping for a new car, what do you want? A great selection? A low monthly payment? More for your trade? At Northern California's best Honda dealer, Stockton Honda, you get it all. Model year-end savings are going on now. Drive away in your favorite Honda. It's savings you just can't say no to. Come in today or go to StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here.
Based on the results of the study, recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
I'm Ken Korak with your Green and Gold Report, brought to you by Xfinity. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Well, as we hit the home stretch in 2025, there seems little doubt that Nick Kurtz will become the American League Rookie of the Year, and even a chance that Kurtz and Jacob Wilson will finish 1-2, and also the chance that Wilson will become the A's first rookie ever to win the American League batting title.
Welcome to Dugout Radio, the undisputed home of Boomtown Baseball.
The Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity, baby. Our next caller is
Stacy. How do you stay locked in on every pitch and play?
We stream it all live on Xfinity Internet with low lag, 99.99% network reliability, and speeds faster than a base runner beating the throw to home plate.
I stream on my TV, tablets, even my smart fridge.
Smart fridge.
With all those games, we gotta refuel.
Stream live baseball with Wi-Fi built for the biggest moments. Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. Chad, what's going on for Chrysler's Drive into Fall sales event?
Not only can you save up to $12,000 off MSRP on brand new 2025 Ram 25 and 3500s, but qualifying work trucks may be 100% deductible under Section 179. Plus, with nearly 500 Rams available, including those hard-to-find heavy duties, your next Ram is waiting at Hoblet.
Man, you're just piling on the savings this month.
As a fifth-generation dealer, we know a great customer experience is important, and we have dozens of customer service awards to prove it. You won't find a better selection of new Rams, savings, or service than at the Hoblet Ram Truck Center in Woodland.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$12,000 net savings on select new 2025 Ram 2500 Laramie after $2,500 factory rebates and $9,500 dealer discount. Rebates include $500 on-the-job upfit. Must show eligible upfit. Only certain trucks qualify for 100% deduction under Section 179. Consult a tax professional. Aid of the net savings. See dealer for details.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sacktown Sports.
Learn something about my partner every day.
Let me double check. I'm gonna look it up.
I'm gonna bring up a picture.
Okay.
Could mean a lot of things. So I was just telling Jason that last night. Here you go, Jay. I made egg foo young for the family at home. Never had egg foo young?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Chris, I don't think I've had it.
You guys have never had egg foo young? That is actually something I can make in here. It is incredibly easy to make. It's purists are going to get mad at me. Forgive me. I'm going to do the best I can. It's like a Japanese or Chinese pancake, or sorry, not a pancake, like an omelet, basically.
That's the egg part, obviously.
Yeah, and it's a savory. Well, obviously, what's a sweet omelet? But
so that egg part is that disc-ish looking thing.
And what you do is, so you have this egg mixture, or I do in a bowl. It's beaten eggs, and then it'll usually be like bean sprouts, green onions. You can put all kinds, carrots, regular, whatever, and then I'll dice up some shrimp. But you could do pork, which I would do for you, pork, not shrimp, or no meat at all. And it's cooked.
What's the sauce?
So the sauce, it's like I'm sure there's all kinds of different variations. I do a variation where it's basically chicken broth, or it's chicken broth. And then I add in soy sauce, a little bit of sesame oil, some black pepper, and then cornstarch, because it's a thickened. It's more like a gravy that you pour over it, and it's really easy. If you know how to make an omelet, you can make egg foo young. You make the sauce in one pan, you make the egg foo young on the other. As a matter of fact, I could actually, I'm trying to think about it. We got the hot plate. I just need to bring in a pan. I could bring the mixture in a Tupperware. You just ladle it in, flip it, and I could microwave the gravy. I could bring that in. And neither of you have had egg foo young. Wow.
I think so.
Wow. Or is it me that's weird and nobody's really had egg foo young?
Seems like an odd thing to make at home.
It is
probably good. Have you ever ordered that at a restaurant?
Yes, that's how I first had it.
Okay.
When we would go to, we used to go to this place called Kim Hee in Carmichael. Before that, we went to, I always like shouting these out because it's what I love about working in my hometown. We used to go to this place called Dachi Lo. It was on Fair Oaks near Manzanita, or maybe it was on Manzanita. Now I think it's, crap, I don't even know what it is, man. It's like across the street from, I think, Bel Air and that AMPM. Anyways, yeah, we go there. It was always like war wonton soup. We get some form of, mushu pork, whatever that, egg foo young, and go for it. And
okay.
Yeah, no, it's, it really is quite easy to make. And my wife likes breakfast for dinner. I do not.
I like breakfast for dinner.
And she loves eggs.
So there you go. That was a nice compliment, or the way you guys kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of like how we met in the middle.
Yeah.
By the way, Kevin on the chat says add oyster sauce to your gravy. I actually do. He's right. It sounds weird. You can't. It's that thing. I didn't want to get too nerdy. A little bit of oyster sauce, a little bit of mirin, which is like a Chinese vinegar, I think.
Yeah.
Sweet and oyster sauce. Anyways, it's yummy. I really do want to make it. That's actually something I do want to make. Camp Scadaboo last night. Yeah, how about
Scadaboo.
that? You know what? Is it okay that it bothers me that when they show his he showed his profile on Sunday Night Football last night, it says Arizona State.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
2 years at Sac State, 2 years at Arizona State.
It's
real into zone.
Yes.
So if he gets a start on Monday Night Football, what does he say?
Yeah. He's going to say Arizona
State. You think so?
He might go to Rio Linda.
What if he did? Yeah, I was going to say, maybe he does that. Maybe he goes like Rio Linda High or whatever. Go Rabbits or whoever they are.
I mean, let's think it from Arizona State's perspective.
Yeah.
If he said Sacramento State.
That's where he started, though. He just kind of, he moonlighted with Arizona State.
That's where the rest of the world knew him. Made the college football Final Four.
Yes. But it all started here.
It did?
It all started here. And then last night was on Sunday Night Football.
Wilson over center this time. Hands it off for Scadaboo. Up the middle. Cuts left. He's to the 5 to the goal line. Did he get in? No signal yet. Touchdown Giants. Cam Scadaboo.
Oh, they missed his flip. Cam Scadaboo in the NFL is exactly like all Cam Scadaboo fans were hoping that he would be. A fan favorite, somebody that just goes out there and is a Miley Cyrus wrecking ball, somebody you just love to watch, just a bowling ball with legs. And we were watching last night in a game that ended up being 22-9 Chiefs. But this was a very close game for much of the game.
But not very exciting.
No, it was terribly unexciting. And I think what bothered me is that he had 10 rushes for 60 yards and a touchdown. He also had 6 catches for 61 yards.
Mm-hmm.
He averaged 10.2 yards a catch. He averaged 6 yards a rush. Okay.
So let's keep throwing the ball.
Brian, Coach Dayball. Run him into the ground, dude. Use him until, God bless you, Cam. He's puking on the sideline. You can't have too much Cam Scadaboo. It will open. Malik Neighbors was draped yesterday. Had I think he got his first catch in the third quarter on a little 8-yard whatever, a little 8-yard cutback. Dude, I know you got to trust. No, this is your guy. You got a gold mine there. Am I biased? 100% biased. But the numbers play it out. Dare I say, and I making this comparison's a little goofy because they're different, but that was a very McCaffrey-esque game yesterday for Cam Scadaboo.
Right.
He is a legit two-way threat rushing, receiving. You know that better than anyone. He
can throw and he can punt too if they need him.
And see, here's the thing. Don't you feel like Cam Scadaboo is one of those guys? What a fun game this would be. If they sold sports stock I would go all in on Cam.
Yeah. Oh, and in New York, he is going to be. I mean, I think it's already happening.
He's going to be a superstar.
Yeah.
A superstar. If his coach uses him properly,
right?
He's going to be an absolute. He may not be. He's going to be the best player in the league, probably. No. But I think he's going to be one of those guys that just. He's a foot. You're going to hear this out of so many. He's a football player.
Mm-hmm. Always has been.
Also, as we go to break, I want to say one thing about Chris Collinsworth. There's only one John Madden. There will only always be one John Madden. John Madden is unique. John Madden is John Madden. Is Chris Collinsworth the closest we have to John Madden? And what I mean by that is he has a lot of Madden-esque things that he will say, dude. The weird analogies, trust me, I know. Just the random thoughts. Like, I think if John Madden never existed, we would be saying a lot of stuff about Chris Collinsworth like, man, he's one of a kind.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if Romo tries to be, but
I think he does, but he fails.
Yeah.
I think Collinsworth is a hell of a lot more Madden.
Feels more natural too.
Much more. He's just a natural goofball. Yeah. And there's a lot of things about Collinsworth I don't like, but I just was watching last night. I was like, this guy's kind of Madden-y. We'll take a break when we come back. We got a lot of NFL notes still to get to. We'll go to 3 for madness. Injuries, ascensions, if you will, and who's better and why? We got a couple of teams in the spotlight. 3 for madness next.
The Alan Styles Show.
Brock's bro, Chubba, he's on Nevada and wasn't great. Why didn't we ever hear about him? You answered your own question, Jeff, because he's not very good. Look, man, it's your 5th year at UNR. You are now Preston, not calling you Chubba. How old is he?
He is 24 years old, a 6th-year starter, never won a college football game.
We use your government name.
You can listen to the Alan Styles Show Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thunder, feel the thunder. It's the energy all around you. Lightning and the thunder. The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. Thunder. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it. Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sepp Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is. Live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sepp Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sepp's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sacktown Sports 1140.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer lets you easily compare direct rates from different insurance companies, so you can be confident you're getting the right one, even if it's not with Progressive. Way more confident than you were when you bought that TV in the parking lot. It just happened to not come in a box or include a remote. And when you finally managed to turn it on, all it displayed was the menu of Grumpy's Tacos. So use Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer and be confident you're getting insurance that's right for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
The deals are on now at the model year-end sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save on year-end models and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Hey, this is Jelly Roll. This National Recovery Month, start your recovery journey. Choose a proven addiction treatment option that's right for you at choosechangeca.org.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson. Paid for by Action Matters.
Attention former and present inmates of women's prisons in California. If you are currently or were an inmate of Central California Women's Facility in Chowchilla, also known as Chowchilla Women's Facility, Valley State Prison for Women in Chowchilla, Institute for Women in Chino, or Folsom Women's Facility in Represa, and were a victim of sexual abuse, now is the time to come forward, as you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation. If you were an inmate at any of these prisons at any time and were subjected to sexual abuse from staff members, you may be entitled to substantial cash compensation. Call our California Women's Prison Helpline now at 800-408-1240. The deadline to file a claim may be close. Call now to get the justice, closure, and the financial settlement you deserve. Even if it was long ago, call our law firm's Women's Prison Sexual Abuse Helpline right now at 800-408-1240. 800-408-1240. 800-408-1240.
Footballs are flying. The days are getting shorter. Fall is officially here. Will your heater be able to get you through the winter? The heater at Waddywood shut down last winter. So who did we call? Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating. We wanted somebody we could trust to do the job right and deliver great value, and Lee's came through. Check them out at leesair.com. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating has built a reputation as the leading HVAC company in Sacramento. We've got a new HVAC system that works great, saves us money month to month. Find out how they can help you at leesair.com. License number 635355.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Speaking of Cam Scadaboo, we're just watching his run.
Yeah, that one at Real is incredible. It's that one. I feel like there was one. I remember Sac State. There, I don't know which team it was. They kicked onside, and Scadaboo was the up back, and he got it. And a lot of times it's just hands team cover it. Well, he started to run it back, and he carried like 4 defenders with him into the end zone, for 15 yards.
He's a moose.
He is.
He's a big old moose. Also, the entire Giants offense. He led the team in carries. He led the team in rushing yards. He led the team in touchdowns. He led the team in targets. He led the team in receptions. He led the team in receiving yards. He now leads all rookie running backs in rushing touchdowns. And, oh, by the way, getting a lot of love for his pass protection as well. The future.
Yeah.
Cam Scadaboo. 3 for Madness is also the immediate present. Question 1.
Both Najee Harris and James Conner are out for the year with bad injuries. Does the difficulty in keeping running backs healthy make you appreciate the healthiest ones even more?
It really does. It makes me worry for them too. Like, it's such a violent position. And Najee Harris, now it's like we're all amateur doctors. You watch the replay with Harris, and everyone's just like, "Oh, Achilles snap!" Like, you just saw it in his left leg. And you felt so bad for him. And then James Conner, that was one of those replays I watched. It wasn't the worst injury I've ever seen, but it was definitely not a blast to watch at all. Yeah. I watched it one time. I was like, I've had enough. And I feel honestly a little bit bad. I know this is the whole, like, everything you say, but we were just talking about it last week about what a career he's put together. And, when he was with the Steelers, he kind of came out of nowhere. And when he went to Arizona, it was almost like, I thought maybe it's because it's the same team, but I was like, okay, this is going to be like David Johnson. Like, it was kind of fade away. He's put together, really, James Conner's put together kind of that Mark Burley-esque career where he's not a Hall of Famer, but a real good Hall of Gooder. But yeah, having the struggles McCaffrey's going through and all that, it does make you appreciate the healthy ones.
Yeah, football is so weird, and when you watch it, whether you're at the game or you're at a practice or watch it live, and you can see sometimes some of the biggest hits. And what was the game yesterday? It was Red Sox. Oh, it was Raiders. On the kickoff, I think it was, or maybe it was a pickoff, and Michael Mayer, the tight end, hit someone low, and he just went down, and his arms were out, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, he was out.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking they pulled the card up. And you're like, oh no, is he? And people are down praying. And then you can see one of the doctors tell the cart to go back. And he started moving. He got up and he walked off the field. And you're like, I was sure he was going on the stretcher.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then other times you might see a guy just cut back and like, oh, he's going to the medical tent. You're like, yeah, he's done for the season. You're like, wait, what happened? So it's such a weird sport. You never like to see injuries. It's the reality of the sport. And I think between all the players out there, that's where people start to take those knees and pray for, like, just because they know it could be them.
Absolutely.
And whether it's season or career or just the shelf life isn't long. And obviously they love the game. They're paid well for it, but the non-guarantees and all that, it's just, and we all watch it. It can be barbaric, but it's incredibly entertaining. If you think about yesterday's, like the morning games, Dave, like the end, the window with all those block kicks,
goodness.
It was like, this is as good as theater as you can get.
Absolutely.
And yet you can have these critical injuries that are just awful to see.
Well, that's the worst part.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I would say it's worse because I'm not trying to compare the two, but I guess I just what I saw over the weekend. So we're watching, of course, we're watching Michigan State USC. Sorry. And just before the half, linebacker for Michigan State, Wade Matthews III, goes down, and it is brutal. Oh, you saw it? Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Oh, God, no. The injury itself wasn't. It looked like it was like, well, what? Oh, okay, something happened. Yeah, you could tell there was an injury. It was a bad hit, whatever. But he wasn't moving. And the car, and you see, like, when you see, like, the players motioning, like, frantically, they know. Now you're freaked out. Then when you see both teams taking knees, then you see one of the Michigan State, just, these big old monster human beings, and one of them in particular, one of his mates on the line, I think, is just bawling.
Jeez.
And they get him in the after about 15 minutes, they get him on the stretcher. They get him in the ambulance. He was taken to LA. It was LA General Hospital, but it was like the trauma center. Like, everyone's thinking the worst, right? Here's the good news. His motor skills are fine. It was a scare. It was a precaution. He flew back with the team. But you're looking at not just the Michigan State players.
And it doesn't always go that way.
It does not always go that way.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it doesn't. And you go, and then the half came, and then you're like, how do you even continue? If you're Michigan State, how do you? And they do, but these are also kids. Right. I understand they're legal adults, but they're kids, and you're out there. It just reminds you that we love football. Yep. It's the most popular sport in the country. Also, it is incredibly dangerous.
For sure.
So, fingers crossed. How about this? No more injuries.
I'd sign up for that.
Any kind.
Yeah.
If I run for president, one of the first.
That's like when people say, if they're healthy, who's healthy?
Yeah.
The Niners. Look at that.
You're healthy until you're not.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Number 2, please.
Question 2.
Are Daniel Jones and the Colts the representation of everything that makes the NFL so great?
See, I don't.
Or is that too far?
I don't know if the Colts are gonna, be doing what they're. I don't think they're going 17-0. Let's put it that way. But I say yes, they are, and here's why: because you just don't know. You have no idea. You have Daniel Jones, whose career was done in New York, done for the Giants, and then, like any bad team, you're going to see this. He gets out of there. He goes to Indy, and now he's the toast of the NFL. Jonathan Taylor is reborn. That run yesterday was just stupidly good. They're 3-0, and who knows? They might lose their next 6 in a row. I don't know. But right now, I think part of the greatness of the NFL is more than any other sport. There's always going to be a couple of teams that come out of nowhere, and there's always going to be a couple of teams that, oh my God, they're 0-3, they're missing the playoffs. We talk about it every preseason, Jason. So for me, this is part of what makes the NFL so great, is just the uncertainty.
Yeah, and I think if you're in Indianapolis right now, for the Colts, an Indianapolis fan, you have to enjoy this, because I would say the majority of quote-unquote experts picked the Texans. They're 0-3.
Yep.
Colts are 3-0. I don't know how good they are. I don't know if they're going to be like, I think it was the COVID year when the Steelers were 11-0, and everyone's like, they're not that good. No one believed in them. The Pittsburgh ultimately didn't win much of the big picture. But, when you're talking about Daniel Jones, David, it made me think of, Saquon Barkley got out of Philly and
that's right,
was one of the best players in football. He was always good.
Yeah, got out of New York. I know what you meant.
Oh, sorry, what did I say?
You said got out of Philly.
Oh, yeah, went to Philly. Yeah, got out of New York. And same thing for Daniel Jones. I don't know if he was ever elevated to that kind of Barkley status.
Sure.
but he's gone to a different location and looked like a different player.
He really does look like different. Good for him. Good for the Colts.
Yeah.
Sorry for the Giants.
Yeah, sorry.
Number 3, please.
Question 3.
The Chargers are 3-0, but escaped Denver by the skin of their teeth. Does this say more about them or the Broncos?
Yeah, I think there's things you can take from this game that say something about both. Because from the Chargers' point of view, Jason, these are games that really, really good teams win. You've got to have some of these wins, man. And they were dead to rights against the Broncos. And the Herbert rollout passing across his body was one of those, like, there's 5 guys in the world that can make that throws. But also Denver's 1-2. And they are by far my favorite 1-2 team. Speaking of the Colts, they were a leverage call on a field goal away from the Colts being 2-1 and the Broncos being 2-1. And then now they go into LA and this wasn't a fluky thing for me. This was 2 defenses and 2 very well coached teams, Jim Harbaugh, Sean Payton. These were 2 really good teams going at it. It was probably my favorite game of the day yesterday, just because it was just a brutal back and forth, man. And the Chargers found a way to win. I didn't come out of that game thinking less of the Chargers, but I thought a little bit more about, wow, that AFC West. You got to think at some point with the Chiefs win last night, they're going to be the Chiefs. But right now it looks like Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, all 3 tough outs. And then it made me unfortunately think, for a Raider fan right now, yikes.
Well, yeah, we thought this was the best division. I think it's still showing that. And I think one of the things I thought coming into the year is they'll probably all kind of beat each other up.
Yes.
Well, what's happened on the other side is the Chargers have won all 3 games. Their 3-0 start is Denver, it's the Chiefs, and it's the Raiders. So what a head start. They're technically, with all the others being 1-2, 2 games up, but really a third because they got the tiebreaker, knowing that they play them all again. So they're off to an incredible start. But to your point on Denver, they're 1-2 and the Colts are 3-0. And we know the leverage play could have changed things. But if they played each other again, I would pick Denver. Right now with 3-0 versus 1-2, wouldn't you?
Over the Chargers?
No, over the Colts.
Oh, 100. I would pick Denver at least 7 out of 10
Yeah.
times.
So I think Denver's the better team.
I agree.
Their record's 1-2. The Chiefs are 1-2. And there's certain things even last night with the Chiefs that guys are out. Like, you can see if they get Rice back, and well, I know they lost Worthy, but just they could become even more of a problem offensively when they get that going. I think their defense is still good.
I agree with you. Well, anytime you have Chris Jones on your defense, they're very, very good. Look, Sean Payton's a great coach.
He is.
And Bo Nix is a really good young quarterback. That defense is solid as hell. And then you go over to the Chargers, same thing. Justin Herbert's a badass. Omarion Hampton looks like he's going to be fantastic. They have a nice little receiver core there. Ladd McConkey's amazing. And then they've got that defense.
Even while Mac is out, when Mac comes back. Yeah.
Well, again, much like, they're different players, but Florida State's Derwin James is just probably a future Hall of Famer. He's on track, I think, there. Just a phenomenal professional football player, leader of that defense. And those are going to be incredibly solid. That AFC West is a slaughterhouse.
That's great. Yeah.
The Eagles Rams yesterday. So speaking of Colts, Colts play the Rams next. Okay. I came away from that Eagles Rams game. Honestly, my top story out of there was, okay, these Rams are really good.
Yes.
These Rams are really, really good. And right now they are absolutely my pick to win the NFC West.
Yeah, it kind of ended up being a bad loss, even though I don't think they should hang their heads down on that. But they had a pretty comfortable lead on the road and had that team down. And I think a couple of plays here could have ended that. And they left it open. And then, talk about bad beats at the end and covering the spread. God. Like, I'm thinking they might win it with a walk-off field goal blocked. Not only that, blocked, but scoop and score. And it changed that whole the whole outcome for the bettors on that too.
Well, here's the scoop and score, which was arguably the most influential play of the entire weekend.
They blocked him the last time. The ball is spotted. The kick is away. It's blocked. It's blocked. It's picked up by the Eagles. Running with it is Davis. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, game over. Jordan Davis. Are you kidding me? Locked them again. Are you kidding me? Locked them again. Have you ever seen anything like this? Do you believe in miracles? The Rams are standing silent. They can't believe
The Lambs?
what just happened
said
to
that
them.
too.
Successful field goal blocks. Winning for the Eagles. What a great, great game. What a great, great comeback. And the final score is 33-26.
Did he say Lambs?
I swear I thought he said Lambs. Let's go back here.
They blocked him the last time. The ball is spotted. The kick is away. Are you kidding me? Blocked him again. Are you kidding me? Blocked him again. Have you ever seen anything like this? Do you believe in miracles? The Rams are.
He totally said the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs.
It was 27-26 Eagles. And the Rams were going for a game-winning, time-expiring field goal.
Yeah.
There were a lot of sports books around the country that had very, very different reactions because that scoop and score made it a 7-point win. Now, I can only speak anecdotally, but I will tell you. Remember I told you my buddy's kid has been picking games?
Yeah.
He picked the Eagles in this game.
Oh, so on the right side of that.
The Eagles were favored by 6.5.
Easy win.
That scoop and score, no extra point necessary, turned a 1-point loss, if you bet on the Eagles. A 1-point win for the Eagles, but it's a loss, to a 0.5 point victory. So much money. When you really think about it, it's like, well, this bet is done.
Right.
Either the Rams.
He's going to make or miss the kick.
Going to make or miss it.
I'm cooked.
And on top of that, even with the block.
Yeah, you're not scooping and scoring.
You're not scooping and scoring. You should have probably gone down.
Yeah.
That was the right play.
Yeah.
The right play would have been for him to block the kick, get the ball, jump on it, however you do it, and stay down. Time's expired. You win by 1.
Okay, let's do the same thing has happened. So everything that happened.
Yes.
Block, scoop, big guy's going.
Yes.
And he's looking at the big Jumbotron while he's running for this touchdown, then realize, I don't need to score, and slides at like the 5. So now you're going, my gosh, I'm going to win this bet.
That's right.
Or I'm going to lose this bet to guy sliding, but he didn't. He went all the way in.
You know what's the incredibly sad reality about that? That is the absolute right football play. That's
Absolutely.
the unselfish play.
Yep.
Wins the game. The amount of death threats in his inbox would be insane.
Yeah.
Because that's the society we're in right now.
So these games happen. They happen every week. I personally, and I don't know if you or Chris, have you guys ever been at a sports book when that kind of play happened where a room is divided? Or, I mean, everybody would have a reaction. Like if I was at the sports bar watching the game, bet or not of a bet, I would have been like, I reacted at home like, because I thought the Rams were going to win.
Right.
I see the block, I see the scoop. I wasn't really thinking about the point spread at the time. But have you been at a sports book when that has happened?
I have not. The closest I've ever been was there was a lot of screaming and hollering when I was at a sports book during a horse race, but I didn't understand anything that was going on, so I didn't care. But no, I would love to be to experience that.
How about you, Chris?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I imagine I still have never I've never watched the NCAA tournament at a sports book.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to. And I imagine that part of that day is filled with people just losing their minds.
Sure.
And go ahead.
I was going to say the craziest thing I saw at a sports book, I was in Vegas and they were showing O.J. Simpson's his sentencing in Nevada. I'm like, oh my, and like everyone was just like, every TV is on it and everyone was glued to it.
And you were you say you were at a sports book?
Yeah. I think it was at the MGM sports book. It's like one of those things you're walking by and then everyone stopped and just like watched it.
I wonder if there were people that had money on it. On top of all that, you had to have been able to.
It was like, well, it's crazy because with each charge, everyone was going, oh!
wonder what the odds were. I've never thought about that before.
Yeah.
There had to be.
Sure. Might have been an upset.
There had to be money on that verdict.
I think it would have definitely.
Well, this was the sentencing.
There would be that.
Oh, I
yeah,
got you. That's right.
That would definitely be in play now.
Oh, yeah,
More so,
100%.
Bets on everything.
As a matter of fact, I was just looking. This is what's so I will happily admit this because it's 100% legal. You know, I don't bet on sporting events because it's not legal in California. My buddy does. I would never participate in anything like that. Of course, it's immoral. But I do have a bet out there right now. I just made it 2 breaks ago. So my Robinhood stock account, I think I've told you this before, they now do things called sports contracts where you can just bet, for example, on the Ryder Cup this weekend. Do you want to bet the U.S. or do you want to bet the Europes?
Okay.
Right?
The Europes.
And I looked at it and, you know, the higher, so like, for example, if the U.S. was like, if this was like Ohio State versus UC Davis in football, right? So like Ohio State would be like 97%, which means for every dollar you bet, you get 3 pennies. You get $1.03, you know. Anyways, this one had the U.S. winning the Ryder Cup at Bethpage Black 60 cents, which means you get 40% on your money. And I was like, wait a minute, now I might be screwing myself. I was like, hold on a second. That seems a little like the U.S. should absolutely win the Ryder Cup. They should absolutely.
Should they?
They're at home, and by most accounts, they have a better team. So
I don't know that the home part matters, does it?
I think it.
I mean, the fans will be.
Yeah,
fine.
I think record-wise, does
okay.
Over the years?
Maybe
maybe
I'm being naive on that.
Or maybe I'm stupid. I don't know. Anyway, so I actually have a legal sports bet out right now.
Okay.
USA. But what happens is no matter, and it's not like a big amount or anything, but I obviously it matters if somebody has like $100,000 and it's all relative versus $1 on a game. But I'll tell you something. A lot of those people, I guarantee you, in those sports books reacting, they have like $10 on the game.
Right.
But it's just the process and the reality of the whole thing that makes a huge difference.
That's like even with March Madness, and we've had it on in the studios before, and people have participated in the pool, and like I'll be screaming for Valparaiso, and like, you pick them. I'm like, no, but the upset's more interesting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you also have, you've also got your bracket.
Right.
Yeah, maybe you spent $10-$20 on that, but
yeah, you want to be right.
You want to be right. I don't know who's on this line. I'm scared. Unscreened phone call. Hello.
Hey, I had a little sports book story that you guys were talking about.
Perfect.
Oh yeah. So I was at the in Reno at Silver Legacy during the Seahawks Patriots Super Bowl.
Oh my God.
And Seahawks are driving down the field. They're at the goal line, and everybody's in line waiting to cash in their ticket, talking crap. Ready? It's over. It's done. And then we all know what happened next. And everyone had a. I can't cuss on the radio, but they had an S-word fit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was complete pandemonium. I mean, it was a wild, wild scene. I didn't bet. I was just there watching the game with friends and my dad. And it was, you could feel the pain. You could feel the pain and the devastation in the room. And it was, wild, wild.
And that's the Super Bowl. Thank you for the call.
Which is a lot of money.
Oh, God.
And that doesn't matter. There's people there that, like you said, that $5 to $5,000. I don't know what people bet, but still, you want to win your bet, right?
Yeah.
And it's in the bag. Like, just they're going to score, they're going to win, cover, and let's cash out.
I don't know that I'm ever going to top that as far as a live event.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to one Super Bowl. And I was from here to the monitor behind Chris, away from that
attempting to dazzle Dave.
That interception. And I was surrounded by Seahawks fans and like 3 Patriot fans.
Gross.
I don't know. The odds of topping that. I've never seen a no-hitter live. I've never seen a perfect game live. But to be on, like, literally directly in the line of sight, on the correct side, on the right side of the field, looking at that, we all knew that the Seahawks were going to win. It's Marshawn Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
It's Marshawn Lynch crashing into the end zone, and the Seahawks win another Super Bowl. To this day, screw being there, To this day, that's one of the play calls of all time that I will never, ever, ever understand.
Yep.
I understand the Luka Doncic trade more than I understand Pete Carroll's play call there. We'll take a break when we come back. All right, let's get to it. A lot of Niner talk today, including Matt Barrows at 9 a.m. for Niners at 9. They chewing gum.
Undefeated, baby.
String, a paper clip. The 49ers are 3-0. We got sound, we got stats, we got questions for you. We'll do all that next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by the Roseville Auto Mall.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA3 Weather Center. It is Monday. Stepping outside, it's comfortable. And on this first official day of fall, temperatures will be heating up once again. Expect to have light northwesterly winds, plenty of sunshine, and highs in the mid to upper 90s. You can get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
Fresh adventures await at the Roseville Auto Mall. With 20 top brands and thousands of vehicles in stock daily, your new adventure is just a short drive or click away. Level up with a new vehicle during our trade-in and trade-up event now at the Roseville Auto Mall. Driven to be the best.
Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer lets you easily compare direct rates from different insurance companies, so you can be confident you're getting the right one, even if it's not with Progressive. Way more confident than you were when you bought that TV in the parking lot. It just happened to not come in a box or include a remote. And when you finally managed to turn it on, all it displayed was the menu of Grumpy's Tacos. So use Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer and be confident you're getting insurance that's right for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Alan Stiles here with your Sacktown Sports Injury Report, brought to you by Downtown LA Law Group. Joey Estes, out with that herniated disc in his lower back, is expected to return in 2026 after undergoing successful surgery in LA from Dr. Robert Watkins. Denzel Clark, out with that right adductor strain, expected to return in late September after going through a running and hitting progression in Arizona. That was your injury report, brought to you by DTLA Law Group.
Hey, I'm Alan Stiles. Injured at work? Call downtown. DTLA Law Group, California's leading injury law firm. With over 40 lawyers throughout California, they have won over $500 million in settlements. DTLA Law Group will get you compensation for your work injury. You don't pay unless they win. That's right. You pay zero up front. Call downtown. Text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. Visit them at calldowntown.com. Text charges may apply.
When you stay in your home, what you love gets to stay too. From the gardens that grow wild to the grandkids that run wilder. From the Friday night baseball games to the Sunday morning brunches. Even the daily crosswords and weekly book clubs. There's room for it all with help from Home Instead, the largest in-home senior care network with over 30 years of trusted experience delivering the peace of mind you deserve. Visit Home Instead online for a better what's next.
Hi, I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
On Sacktown Sports.
Hey, Jason, I've told you forever that I'm always in awe, and I think that really good play-by-play folk are superheroes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen this clip in a long time. This is from September 22nd, on this day in 2007. It's a Georgia-Alabama game, okay? It's overtime. This is absolutely an example of what it would sound like if Carmichael Dave was a national play-by-play guy.
No.
100, you'll know exactly, you'll be like, yup, 100%. This is Mike Patrick, who's fantastic, and Todd Blackledge on the call. Georgia, Alabama, 07, overtime.
I have an important question. Go ahead. What is Brittany doing with her life? Who? Brittany. Brittany who? Spears. What is she doing with her career? Why do we care at this point? Is she here? I don't think so.
Where did that come from? And who saw that coming from Mike Patrick?
At all.
Wait, what part of the game was that?
That was overtime.
Okay. Here's what I think might have happened, because we know some broadcasters in that. Did he have someone, like a friend or coworker, that said, hey,
could you sneak that in?
I bet you can't sneak in Britney Spears in the broadcast.
Hello. Wow.
And it was late in the game. He's like, oh, crap.
I've had that done. I've done that.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of sad that we don't. We really need to do that.
I can tell a story of a game where I was doing the Monarchs on radio. I remember we were in Cleveland. It was a day game, and Joe Pittman was the board op. And he's like, I'm going to give you a word. I go, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
And his word was a person. It was Ernie Els. And what I remember, I was like, how on earth am I going to get Ernie Els? So Tisha Penichero saved a ball like going into the sideline or into the front row. I go, oh, she saved that right in front of Ernie Els.
No, you
and
did
I just
not.
said that Ernie Els was at the game. So I just basically lied. Or did I say that he looked like Ernie Els? I can't remember, but
there was somebody listening that was like,
Ernie Els.
Ernie Els is there. What a random thing. By the way, it wasn't over the weekend. I saw a G-Man post. What anniversary was it? It's some anniversary of them winning the
the Monarchs, 20 years. Yeah.
Wow, 20 years.
I remember a WNBA game as well with it was at Arco, and Coase and Chris were on the call. I was probably doing pre-half and post and stats or something, and then somebody stole the ball, and Coase did it in such a nonchalant way. The league had already had someone that had dunked, but I want to say it was, I don't know, Carol Lawson. He's like, oh, it's steal. Carol Lawson the way, and she dunked it. But in like a kind of a like, but someone listening going, wait, I looked at him and go, I can't believe you just said that. And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, what? And she dunked it
over Ernie Els.
Yeah, but it was like a nice casual layup. But
speaking of things that happened in 2007, coming up later on in the program, because I'll celebrate this. It's been 18 years since this.
If anybody hasn't read this article, I don't read it. This was brought to me by a mother.
Okay, that's all I'm playing. If you don't know what that is,
I know what that is.
Then you're going to find out. But if you don't know who that is or what that is, hey, is what it is. The San Francisco 49ers.
Easy win. Light work.
I'm a Niner fan. I'm super glad they won. I don't care how they win. They won. Yay. This game was a turd.
Oh, well, it was just
such a
grind.
turd.
I'm like, are they going to lose on a safety, a holding call? Hey, I was a week off or 2 weeks off.
You were, dude. Also.
Yeah. Yep. That's coming up. Okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
As a Niner fan, when Piñeiro's lining up, what are you thinking?
Well, Jason, actually, I don't even have to grab my phone. I already have Twitter up. I'll tell you what. Let me just I'll take you back to 15 hours ago, approximately 4:14 p.m. yesterday. This is Carmichael Dave on Twitter having a meltdown.
You?
Oh, God, this thing is going to come down to a Niner field goal attempt, isn't it? By the way, that happened I tweeted that at the start of the drive.
Okay.
Then Piñeiro's lining up, and I tweet out, oh, God, I can't watch.
Oh, so you didn't watch?
I did not watch.
You didn't?
I went I was watching with Mason and Melissa, and
does that help?
I said, I can't. He would have missed if I had watched.
Oh, yeah, because everybody
does things.
Every single thing that every fan does at home or at the stadium makes a direct impact in the game.
So you helped.
The whole game was pissing me off, man. First off, it was lame. Secondly, this happened.
Ball at the 2, tie game. 49ers with it. Mac Jones turns, play action, rolling left. He's got Juszczyk. Juszczyk makes the catch, and the 49ers break in. It's a touchdown, 49ers.
Why would that make you mad? It's a touchdown.
It's like the 1 week in 3 years I haven't picked it.
Oh.
And now he gets a touchdown. The only saving grace was for like a half a second. My blood pressure spiked because I was like, oh, God, did Chris pick it? But he didn't. That would have really, I would have been murderous. That would not have been fun. Then, whatever, back and forth, this, that, sloppy, stupid game. And then Calais Campbell, who earlier this week said he'd rather he was very complimentary. If it's taken out of context, it sounds like bulletin board material. But he had said earlier this week, as a matter of fact, I think I have it. He had said earlier this week that he would actually rather face Mac. Somebody says, would you rather face Mac Jones or Brock Purdy?
Right.
And the right answer there is it doesn't matter who we're facing. They're both phenomenal. They both have different.
We're facing the Niners.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. They both have different things that they're great at. Blah blah blah. But no, Calais Campbell actually gave an honest answer. It's like I'd actually rather face Mac Jones.
Okay.
So you're thinking, oh, well, is that bulletin board material we just got? Apparently I don't have it. Well, anyways, then Campbell does this.
Throw, he's in trouble, moves right. There's a flag down in the end zone. It might be a hold and a safety. Jones is loose, gets out to the 5, tackled at the 7. Calais Campbell was getting held, and it's going to be in the end zone. It's going to be 2 points. The Cardinals are going to take the lead, and it's Calais at age 39 again.
I was a little confused about the rule. I'm not ashamed to admit, maybe 10% ashamed. Because Mac Jones was in the end zone clearly when Campbell was held.
Mm-hmm.
But I also thought Campbell was outside the end zone when the foul occurred. I thought he had to be in the end zone.
And the holding infraction, you mean?
Yeah, the holding infraction. Because it was a hold that caused the safety. I thought you had to be in the end zone where the infraction happens. Kind of like in soccer, you have to be in the... Because then it's like, well, okay, well, what if...
Was he clearly outside the end zone?
I thought he was. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everybody...
I'm trying to remember. I know he was past Pooney, and I don't know.
I was confused because I'm just not clear on the rule, I guess. It doesn't come up that often, but it's like, what was he here? Hold on. Here's the play right here, Jason. Let me bring it back up. TV.
Mac Jones in the end zone. Flag is thrown.
I think the hold was before the goal line, but it looked like the official threw it once he got, like when the official throws it. I think that looks like where the hold is.
Right.
But look where the official kind of sees this as you go a couple scrolls forward, probably right about there. And then he's like, oh, I got to throw this. Like, he hasn't even thrown the marker yet.
No, he hasn't. And I don't.
Now he does.
And I mean, none of, am I wrong here? I know this is not great radio, but like none of this is a hold, right? He's just kind of riding him a little bit, and obviously the official is probably in his mind, and I'm fine with the official taking a few extra moments to go like, do I want to throw this flag?
Because I know it's going to be 2 points.
Because it's going to be 2 points in a and we're in San Francisco, and all the things you think about. But that's the hold,
right?
And he is exactly 3 yards out of the end zone. So we should call Mike Pereira here because I'm just not entirely clear on what I thought he had. I thought the foul had to occur in the end zone. Now, if the rule is If the quarterback's in the end zone, the guy is held, therefore possibly preventing a safety. Okay, fine. I didn't think that's what the rule was, but I don't think so. Yeah. Anyways, we fast forward end of the games, come down to the wire. I'm sitting here thinking, here we go, Arizona again. They have that extra whatever over the 49ers, and Eddie Pinheiro, who missed that first kick, and he's been good ever since, lined up for the 35-yarder.
It's down. The kick is on the way, and it is good. Eddie Pinheiro wins it for the 49ers.
What a game. What a game under the circumstances.
Yeah, it wasn't a great game, but a great win, though. Really, I mean, to get to 3-0 when your team is not fully healthy, when you keep losing players, Bosa gets hurt in the game. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah.
And we don't know what that's. I didn't like when he was like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not good. And Shanahan was very.
Yep. We've got audio on him. Shanahan did say that he thinks he avoided, a major ACL injury, but there is concern for the MCL. I will tell you this, and we'll talk to Matt Barrows at 9 a.m. today. Jason, sitting where I am right now, this isn't me being my normal pessimistic self. I'm just saying if I had to bet, I don't think it's good news for Bosa.
I don't think so either.
I don't know if it's season-ending news, but I think I would be really, really happy and overjoyed, but most of all surprised if we see Nick Bosa anytime in the next few weeks, which I just don't know how much more they can deal with. We'll take a break. When we come back, Postradamus, we're recapping the Niners, Cardinals, and how did we do on our picks, even though nobody picked a use check touchdown. We'll get to that next.
Live and local.
With everything 49ers.
Intercepted by Fred Warner. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown! San Francisco! Lob ball. George went up and caught the ball. Touchdown!
The 49ers play on Sacktown Sports 1140.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your priceless vinyl collection. Sure, you sleep on a futon because the money most people would have spent on a bed you spent on more records. But forget the fact that you can stream just about any song ever created for a few dollars a month. No, you need to listen to music in the most difficult way possible. So go ahead and get Progressive so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Mom, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotion. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotion, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. Consequently, they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a blazing fast 5G network for just $25 a month. Dial pound 250 and say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
What's going on? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, tell me what's going on for Chrysler's Drive into Fall sales event.
I had to triple check this because it seems too good to be true. Right now, lease a new 2024 Dodge Hornet RT Plus plug-in for as low as $69 a month for 24 months and $19.95 due at signing.
Wait, isn't that where you usually say taxes and fees are extra?
Not today. You can drive a brand new Dodge Hornet for $69 a month and only $19.95 due at signing. That's it. No surprise fees, taxes, or license. Hence why I had to triple check to make sure this was legit. because it's the best deal I've seen all year.
Better hurry in before they're gone. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HoblettDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
Lease of $69 for 24 months with $19.95 due at signing after $6,500 SFS hybrid electric federal tax credit and $4,000 SFS lease cash. Must finance through Stellantis. 7,500 miles per year, 30 cents per mile over. 3 at this net savings. Sample VIN A22-311. See dealer for details.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson. Paid for by Action Matters.
Attention former and present inmates of women's prisons in California. If you are currently or were an inmate of Central California Women's Facility in Chowchilla, also known as Chowchilla Women's Facility, Valley State Prison for Women in Chowchilla, Institute for Women in Chino, or Folsom Women's Facility in Represa, and were a victim of sexual abuse, now is the time to come forward, as you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation. If you were an inmate at any of these prisons at any time and were subjected to sexual abuse from staff members, you may be entitled to substantial cash compensation. Call our California Women's Prison Helpline now at 800-408-1240. The deadline to file a claim may be close. Call now to get the justice, closure, and the financial settlement you deserve. Even if it was long ago, call our law firm's Women's Prison Sexual Abuse Helpline right now at 800-408-1240. 800-408-1240. 800-408-1240.
Place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
I texted Mike Pereira during the break. I don't know if he's awake yet. He's probably traveling because he was down in LA for the games. But
okay,
see if we can, just at some point, just a random 2-minute question. It's nice to have friends like Mike, but
yes,
I don't know if he's traveling or not. Great guy. We're going to recap our picks, but I just want to shout out Ricky Pearsall for a second. One of the reasons the Niners won yesterday,
absolutely,
was Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah, especially finding out before the game Jennings is now out too. It's like, my goodness.
Also, one of the reasons. See, if I told you yesterday, Jason, that a first-round stud pick last year at wide receiver was going to make all the difference in this game, you probably would have thought it was Marvin Harrison Jr. Whereas Ricky Pearsall helped win this game for the Niners, Marvin Harrison Jr. had one of the worst drops I've seen in a long time from somebody who is, and I believe still will be, a top-flight receiver. But Ricky Pearsall, by the way, I just want to add this in case you didn't know, who was shot in the chest last year and missed games for it, but then still can't. I will say that almost every time for the rest of my life because I still think it's one of the most amazing things in sports history. Right. Shot in the chest before you play an NFL game and you come back and you play NFL games that season. That season plus this one. Ricky Pearsall has as many 100-yard games this year as Marvin Harrison Jr. has his entire career. Pearsall has more 100-yard games in his last 5 than Harrison does in 20 career games. So who's the guy, man?
Right.
Who is the guy? Good for Ricky Pearsall. I do think MHJ will
oh yeah, he's phenomenal.
He'll
be good
on my fantasy team. Figure it out, Marv. All right, let's go to it. I know we have some music somewhere. Let's recap the Niners and Cardinals. And Jason Ross, you have all the numbers. How'd we do on our pick?
You know what? Looking back at this, I think we did a pretty good job.
Oh, do you?
So let's see how it plays out to our listeners here. We asked who would be the first 49er to score in the game. Dave, you picked CMC. You said, I'm not going to overthink it. I said, I'm with you. It's going to be CMC. Chris, however, though.
He said, well, actually,
to be
fair,
I'm going to pick Eddie Pinheiro.
Ever the contrarian.
And Chris was right.
He was.
Yeah.
Hey, broken clock's on the other foot every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Then we asked for yards from CMC. This is his rushing and receiving. Dave, you said 61-47.
CMC, dynamite.
I said 66 and 31. Chris said 72 and 43. I'm going to give this one to you. You were the closest. He had 52 rushing, 88 receiving. Much better receiver.
Much better receiver.
Yeah.
Much better receiver, Christian McCaffrey.
Then we asked Pinheiro, field goals attempted and field goals made. Dave, you said he'd go 2 for 3. Good thing, because he did take 3 and he made that last one.
Did.
Chris said he'd go 2 for 2. I said he'd go 3 for 3. He went 3 for 3.
Jason Ross, ring
the bell. All right, then we asked for the leading receiver in their yards.
Sorry,
you said
also Chris.
Jennings, 81.
Yeah.
Close. I said Pearsall, 86. Chris also said Jennings, 42. Pearsall led the team with 117. So I was the only one with Pearsall. I guess I get that one.
You got that one.
Now we're looking for score of the game. Davey said 24-14 Niners. I said 23-17 Niners. Chris said 27-21 Niners. So we're all in that same general area. 16-15. Was that a scoregami? Or have we had 16-15 before?
I don't think it was a scoregami.
Someone would have said something.
I think we would have heard it.
But that's a pretty odd score.
It's a really odd score. If you were doing the squares, 6 and 5.
Like, oh, this is a terrible one.
I do not believe there were any scoregamis. No scoregamis this week. Still one game left, though, Jason.
All right. And then the last one, our random stat, Dave, you said Michael Williams would get his first career sack. Did get a tackle for loss, but not a sack.
No.
I said the 49ers would successfully execute a fake punt. No, did not happen.
Did not happen.
Chris said Pinheiro would have a field goal of 50 yards or more. Pinheiro had a 51-yard field goal. Chris gets another one correct. So I think all in all, we did pretty well in our preview picks of the game.
Let's see.
16-15 has happened 15 times.
15 times?
Yeah, I'm looking at the first,
the last
game, the latest one. It was yesterday. Okay, but before that,
it's been a day.
Let me see. Let me look at all 15 games here. Oh, here we go. The last time this happened was, remember this one? The Saints beat the Titans back in 2023 in week 1 at 16-15.
Wow.
Yeah.
Led
by Alvin Kamara and Derek Carr.
Okay.
Right? Probably. Yeah. Okay. You want some Niner numbers, Jason?
I do. I like Niner numbers.
This one, I don't know if I like this number. Not a very good number. We talked about Christian McCaffrey's calf issues leading into the season. That was a big story, and hopefully it's not a ticking time. But, the Niners are certainly confident in it. Because Christian McCaffrey leads the NFL with 77 touches this season. He's on pace for 436.
Yikes.
Think about how long the Niners have been around for and all the players they've had, right? The only 49ers in franchise history that have more touches through 3 games. I'll read you the list.
Go ahead and read it.
I'm going to read it.
Yeah, okay. Take your time.
Yeah, nobody. It's the most touches through 3 games in Niner history. So
a guy that before week 1 was questionable, and they need those other guys back. Spread the wealth. And he's done fine, but
my dad used to get mad at my sister and I. Have told this story many times when we would flip channels with the remote.
So there's so many things in there.
Is my dad muffled? You okay, Dad? He would get angry because there's only so many clicks in the remote.
Yep.
He believed that there were only so many flips on the channel when it was manual and only so many clicks in the remote, which I guess technically he's right till the battery, but I think he thought the TV would actually break if you clipped channels too much. I hope Christian McCaffrey in 2025 is not a remote. I hope he has unlimited clicks.
Were you just fire away until you found something you like, or did you go to the old school TV guide score? Like, and I want to start from the beginning, but I'm already on channel 36, and so I got to wait.
Kids, you don't know pain until you have to go to the cable guide.
Yeah.
Which would scroll all 100 channels, including, by the way, 10 of them just ridiculously hardcore porn with titles. And, you're like 12.
Hey, the more you know.
And you have to wait for it to scroll all the way through to get to where you want to go. Hell no, dude. I was a hold the finger down on the plus button. And here's the thing that would really get him. I don't know what you call this. I don't know what it is, but I have a really good, I don't even know how to describe it. I can flip through things and know what they are.
Yeah.
Like I have that whatever that ability is.
You were processing fast.
I can process it incredibly fast. Why my wife gets pissed at me at Jeopardy. I would hold the plus down and it would just go ding, 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 ding until I.
And that's all you need because you know it's on.
That's right. And then I go back and go, good, God, dang. I wouldn't say dang, though. Just go to God GD Guide. Watch that. What are you waiting for another episode of Miss Piggy Gets a Hickey? Go outside.
Did you ever have a TV guide?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. They had a subscription. We got the TV guide, or my mom would grab it off the shelf. Yeah, it'd be like Richard Dean Anderson is MacGyver on the front. And then, they'd have some articles.
That's all I would need.
TV Guide used to have some pretty good articles. People forget.
They bought it for the articles?
I bought it for the articles. Yeah, that's exactly why. We'll take a break when we come back. Hey, it wasn't just the Niners over the weekend. There was a big football weekend, including here locally. We'll recap all of that. Don't forget Matt Barrows at 9 coming up there.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
She has yet to lose since she's gone there. I'm not saying anything. Broke into the top 25 this week. UCLA having a rough year. Maybe this year. Come on over to the. All right, Jason laughs. Hopefully he'll be back for 3 for. Oh my God! He's got the double hand wave.
You can listen to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 1140 a.m. YouTube or the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Fidium Fiber. I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA3 Weather Center. It is Monday. Stepping outside, it's comfortable. And on this first official day of fall, temperatures will be heating up once again. Expect to have light northwesterly winds, plenty of sunshine, and highs in the mid to upper 90s. You can get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
It's about time they
fix that pothole.
Invented better windshield wipers.
Made an internet that just works. Fidium Fiber Internet, starting at only $30 a month. It feels like Fidium. Offer available to residential customers only. Terms and conditions apply. See Fidium.com for details.
You waited a lifetime for this moment. Now it's time to celebrate. The official collection. The Oklahoma City Thunder NBA champions. Available now at NBA Store. A Fanatics experience.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I'm a plumber and needed to get work in the door.
So business was going down the drain?
Yeah, I went to Staples. They printed yard signs, business cards, even flyers to leave at supply stores.
But at what cost, man?
Well, I saved $125 on my order, and now I'm booked solid. Boom!
Back at ya. For your business printing, Staples. That was easy. Now save up to $125 on custom print orders. Valid in-store and online. Ends 11/1. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
When I was a kid, I remember my dad, a lineman, leaving in the middle of the night
Families were depending on him to get their power back on to keep them safe and warm. Watching him taught me that this work isn't just about wires and circuits. It's about people and the trust they place in us when the lights go out. That's why I started Maverick Electric Heating and Air, to carry on that same promise of showing up, doing it right, and protecting families when they need us most. Visit callamaverick.com.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacktown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone. And then
boom, with Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sacktown Sports.
So come on. Welcome back. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross, Chris Roulard on the #1 Nielsen rated sports show in the city.
Wow.
Anytime slot. That's us. Why? We don't know. But you know what? We're not asking questions.
Don't question it.
We are not asking questions. We are not getting answers.
We're embracing it.
Over the weekend, there was a lot of football going on, including here locally. Not a great game you were calling, unless you're a Sac State fan. That's
pretty great.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. The
go-go.
Woo!
A lot of points, a lot of offense.
That's good. I was tired of seeing them struggle. Just make it happen, Captain.
Yeah.
You know, just make it happen.
Now they're 2-2, made it through the non-league.
Mm-hmm.
Big Sky starts.
How about the defense, though?
4th and 5. Richardson to try to keep this drive alive, and it's 8 is enough. It's the 8th time tonight. The Hornets get in the backfield and get another sack.
What? Come on.
Come on.
Not only did you bust out the 8 is enough for the 8th sack,
30-something-year-old reference.
But how about the shout out to the show that was, this is where Jason plays 4D chess, because not only did he say 8 is enough, but he picked the show that was set in Sacramento for a Sac State game.
The more you know.
That's
yeah,
right.
Jason, how come when it's a tie game you never say, and it's even Stevens?
Well, it wasn't tied.
Yeah, but I'm sure you've called a game where it's tied.
He actually, weirdly enough, he never has, except 0-0.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm like, where's Beans?
The offense was a click, and here's a big pass.
ESPN on 2nd down and long. Rashada, deep ball, wide open. It's flash. Touchdown! Hornets, 50 yards.
See if that cadence right there that we never get to hear in real life.
You just did.
Just did. Great game. Great call. I actually thought the calls were better than the game, but am I biased?
Yes.
Maybe a tiny little bit. But it had to be here we go. This is the one I was looking for here. This was just a tiny little play. When you see a drive that took 19 seconds and it was 2 plays and it went 80 yards, odds are there's going to be an over 10-yard play, Jason.
Yeah,
here it was.
He did. We confirmed it. We've got multiple sources. Here on a 2nd and long, a little draw. Here's Henderson in open space. And Henderson could go! He's gone. Touchdown. No flags.
By the way, I didn't notice this live.
What, you see him directing?
No. I'm going to use my telestrator and circle right here.
Oh, okay. I'm going to see what.
Holy beefcake flattened city. Watch this. Clink, clink, goosh. Can you pick out who that is, Jason? Sorry. Here, let me. Because an offensive lineman just trucked.
I think that's Jose Soto, but I can't quite tell if that's right guard. It probably
God.
is.
Yeah, it is. I think you're right. That what he, just so you can't see on the radio, but he just barreled over the Central Arkansas Bears. Anyways,
you know your mascots.
I do. Great game for Sac State. Great game for Jason Ross.
Yeah, so they got the win. A little after that, an hour later, you said you were watching Scott Marsh.
I was watching Scott Marsh and some UC Davis football.
Who were they playing, Dave?
They were playing the nope, I know this one. I do. It's they were playing the crap. I was hoping I could steal it off their Twitter, but they didn't put it.
Remember, it was element and an animal.
Yes, it was the Thunder
Chickens.
Thunderbirds.
There you go.
Of Southern Utah.
Yeah.
And they had a nice.
Davis, pretty convincing win too.
Yeah, Scott, I would place. Oh wait, here we go. Let's see. Let's find a great. Here's back-to-back touchdown drives. Let's take it. UC Davis upset.
Williams tight end to the left. Dixon the tight end to the right. Pistol formation. Pinnock pulls it, throws it to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, UC Davis. Winston Williams, who had 6 grabs last year, makes the touchdown reception his first of this season, and the Aggies lead 13-0.
There you go.
Hey, you know what I liked about that? He called out the formation.
He did.
That's good knowledge. Here's a little trick play from the Aggies. Scott Marsh on the call.
Ridley on for the extra point attempt. The Aggies are going to fake it. They snap direct to Dylan Morrow, who runs it in on touch. It's a 2-point conversion for the Aggies.
How lucky are we?
Stole an extra point.
How lucky are we to have 2 legends calling the game? One more.
Jason, G-Man, and who else?
The game of
golf.
All right, 22-20 UCD.
Felt that way after a first half.
Didn't stay that way for long.
In the second half to do just that. Hand off Fisher. Lots of room. First down and more. Down the sideline, midfield. Into Thunderbird territory. Breaks the tackle. He could go. 10, 5, 75 yards for Jordan Fisher. From the first play from scrimmage to start the second half. A career run of 75 yards and a touchdown for the Aggies. They lead 28-20.
Great call.
There you go.
You know what else I liked about that call? Usually at that mid-level of colleges, for a play like that, Mike is going to distort all over the place. No distortion.
Yeah.
No, not even social distortion.
No.
He won.
Yes.
Scott Marsh won. Jason Ross won. Kickers did not win over the weekend.
Man, what a wild day in the NFL for kickers, for block kicks, for games changing at the end, for people losing survivor picks.
Oh, no.
I mean, some may have.
Who did some of them pick?
Some might have picked like the Green Bay Packers to beat the Browns, because, I mean, that looked really good. And then even when they went down, I was like, well, you know what? Or a tie, they're driving.
Yeah.
Trying to set that up for a win. And
no. Jeez.
Block kick. And then, well, that's right. The Browns still have to figure out a way. This is going to go overtime. No.
Oh, no.
Just for some, though, Dave.
Oh, you mean like...
I'm speaking for others.
This is a 43-yard field goal try to give Green Bay the lead. It is blocked! Ball's down to the ground! And Greg Newsome falls on the 47 of the Browns! Denzel Ward off the edge.
Denzel Ward's really good.
He is.
And then you had Andre...
What's his name?
Andre Schmidt with the kick and the win.
Andre Schmidt for the win from 55 yards.
100% not Schmidt, dude. It's not. It's Sismet.
Yeah.
Just go with the...
That's what I said after it went in.
That's what... and shout out to Mork for Mork.
Yeah.
That's what he used to say. Sismet. Here we go.
Out. 2 seconds left. Snap is back. Kick is up. And the kick is right down the middle. And it's good. Wait, there's a flag. Green Bay's throwing helmets. The Browns have beaten the Green Bay Packers.
Talk Green Bay. Talk Green Bay.
Way to go, Browns.
Here's a Wayback Machine from the show from the 209. TV Guide also had that art school ad in the back that draw this pirate. That's right. And
You never saw those?
Oh yeah,
I don't think so.
Like it says like, hey, can you draw this pirate? You can go to art school.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a picture of a pirate and you had to copy it, or
Wasn't it like one of those where you connect the dots? I thought.
I don't think so. It was just like a blank. It's like a blank spot in a picture of a
Draw
pirate.
this pirate, and you could go to art school.
You just.
I mean, you both knew it right away.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's
for
legit.
sure. Now I just can't stinking remember what the TV Guide thing was. I know this looks familiar, but yeah, you can go to art school. They also had Cheers and Jeers. Remember Cheers and Jeers?
Yeah,
that was great.
Norm.
Not that cheer, but yeah. Also, did you see the play over the? I know I'm all over the place now, but it's still football. Did you see a play over the weekend in high school where the big old giant dude did like a body slam on the little guy and hurt his spine?
Hurt the little guy's spine,
dude. It's like I'm not. I'm a big believer in. I'm a big believer in like kids are stupid, and for the most part, like. When they do stupid things, like they should be like punished, but like also you're a stupid kid. Okay. This was in Kalamazoo, Michigan. I need to make this so it can go on the air. Sorry guys, I'm doing a lot of visual stuff. So there's a giant dude and then there's a little dude that he pancakes, right? That's fine.
No
That's
way.
Right. Watch this. So he's on top of him. He gets up.
What?
Yeah. He gets up and he jumps up in the air and
like
full on, it was like a WWE body slam. Yeah, he just
I'd say it's more of a splash.
Yeah.
Fractured, gave the kid a 15-year-old kid 2 spine fractures.
Oh.
So it's like it's really tough. Because my first reaction when I saw that was that kid needs to be in jail. That's assault, brother. Sorry. That's not a football play. It's not a sports play. I understand things are different on the field. You can throw a baseball at a guy's head. That is an egregious, that is an assault with bodily injury. I don't even care. Arrest that kid, put his parents in jail too, put them all in jail. Screw them. Like that's my first inclination. Yeah. And then it's like, okay, calm down. All right. This other kid's probably 15, 16 years old. Like, how do you even adjudicate that? Like, obviously, this poor other kid's got spinal fractures, right. And that wasn't like, it was a bad hit or he got. This dude had him on the ground. The play was dead, and then jumped up and body slammed him. Like obviously, kids should not be playing football the rest of the year at a minimum. But then it's like, what do you do?
Well, in part of like the first part, you can't punish the kid for because he's just that much bigger.
Yeah,
it's the
that's
second
fine.
part, like. And that's the thing at that age from probably 13 to about 18 is, well, maybe even younger than that, honestly, is the biggest disparity in growth, right? I mean, there's some kids that are
exactly
tiny,
right.
Some that just are massive and never grow again or continue to grow. And when you're playing sports, it's just, there's a lot of inequities there in that kind of situation.
I don't know what to do about, I wonder where we're going to be at with high school football in a few years. And I've told you this about like my son's school, formerly my daughter's high school, like that we just got the email again. Well, once again, I think it's the second year in a row, their football season's been canceled. So now the band and the cheerleaders go from, there's no football games. So now they go to the soccer games where my son plays. They do that, which is funny because a couple times a year, my son has to go from clarinet to on the field. But the reason that it's canceled is now my son's never really shown much of an interest in football, but I don't mind saying at that school, I don't care if he did have an interest in football. I would 100% put my foot down. I would not allow my kid to play football at that school. I don't care how bad he wanted to. And a big part of that reason is because I don't know how to say this, man. This is not a sports school.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of a nerd school, and I mean that in the kindest way. Like, nerds rule the world.
It is kind.
This is an artsy, small Division 90. And I know, like, when my daughter was a sophomore, I think it was, they played like El Camino and lost like 78-3. And that was because El Camino probably had the mascot in at some point.
And they got a kicker.
Right? Every game, Jason, every game, one of these kids was being taken off the field either in a stretcher or broke a leg, or there was almost a serious injury in every game. And the ones where there wasn't a serious injury, well, there still was it was a concussion, something like that. There's got to be more parents like me that are just like, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Well, I don't want to put my kid out there to get sliced and diced. I don't want to do it. So I wonder if at some point there's going to be, like, I almost think there needs to be either what do you call the people on a campus? The student body. There needs to be a student body minimum, right? Like, or you can only have so many divisions up that your team's allowed to play.
Right.
There's no reason a Division 6 team or 5 team or whatever should be playing a Division 1 or 2 team. It's stupid.
Yeah, if they played more teams like them, that's fine. See how they compete there.
Yeah, if they're playing Freddie's School for the Arts.
Yeah.
Great. Fine. They're all out there, hugging and drawing pictures and two-hand touching. What acting? Yes, acting. Fine. But I don't know, man. Seeing them, the whole thing. I think like 7 of our kids got injured against. I think it was either El Camino or Rio or something like that.
So the email comes out to say just not enough participants.
Just not enough participants. Yeah. There's just not enough. And the football coaches, like many are teachers there too, and went after my son big time. Was like, you come home and tell us about it. Like, and my son's not good at saying no, and so he was really relieved because there was, if they were like 2 players down to have a season, now it looks bad. Apparently they weren't even close. And I get the
what position did they want him to play?
I don't even know that they were specific to it. My guess is he'd probably be a cornerback.
They just needed bodies.
Yeah, they just needed bodies. I mean, he's a fullback in soccer. He'd probably be a cornerback in football. But even my son is just like, and I know I've influenced him obviously, but he's a smart kid. And he's just like, I don't want to not play soccer or basketball because I'm playing football. I don't want to get injured in football and now I'm done for the whole year. It's just too. And yes, you can get injured in the other sports. Of course you can. And by the way, there's more concussions per capita in soccer than there is in football at that level. A lot of people don't know that. It's true. You got to be fair. But I think through the years, I don't know. I need to see numbers on this, but I would guess more and more parents are kind of waking up to the whole, like, you know what? And what you said triggered me on this, because when you mentioned about that poor kid and his spinal fractures, this is when kids are growing and there's a disparity. Well, you're not just growing physically, your brain, your mind, your brain, all that. You don't need concussions at that age. You don't need them at any age, but you also, there's a lot of kids, bones are a lot more brittle when they're that. I know mine were, because I had such a huge growth spurt. You got brittle bones for a while, dude. You got to milk it up. You can't be going out there and letting some, 300-pounder, gang tackle you. No, thank you. So yeah, exactly. The undefeateds, Jason Ross, the Niners, Chargers, Bills, Eagles, Bucks, Colts.
Of course. The usual suspects.
If you and I were going through, I was thinking about this. You and I are going through the schedule at the start of the year. Seattle, Arizona. Who the hell did the Niners play last week? Why am I tripping?
Saints.
Thank you. I think we could have seen 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about their favorable schedule, but just based on personnel that have missed, if you told me Purdy would miss 2 games, Jennings would miss, Kittle would miss a couple games.
Obviously, Ayuk's already out.
Yep. Jennings surprisingly missing yesterday. I mean,
don't get me wrong. I picked the Niners to lose game 1, but wasn't shocked that they won. It was a coin flip. I think we thought the Bills would probably be, other than the Ravens game, but surprise, not surprise.
Yeah.
Chargers, that big win. The Chiefs, probably most thought the Eagles would be 3-0 at this point, I think.
Yeah, but even the way yesterday went when they were in trouble, that was a big swing to come back and win that game.
The Buccaneers, need to look at their schedule here. I don't know that that's a massive surprise. I could be wrong. By the way, Baker Mayfield had a run yesterday that was just ridiculous. People are paying so much attention to Sam Darnold and the Mac Joneses and Daniel Joneses of the world, but Baker Mayfield's the guy. I mean, he was a castaway.
Right.
We talked about this last week, and you got to think the Browns are rolling out coin flip to play quarterback. And,
right.
Here's Baker Mayfield putting up MVP style numbers. The Buccaneers are 3-0. They're first in the NFC South. Falcons, Texans, Jets. Not exactly. Between at Falcons at Texans, I don't think most people would have had them 3-0.
No, and they've all been close. They've been finding ways to win. I mean, the yesterday,
especially. 4 wins by a combined 6, or 3 wins by a combined 6 points.
Right. So that's the big difference, the big swing. But Baker Mayfield, he's got all the characteristics that you want in a QB. He really does. He's tough. There's a swagger about him. He makes big plays with his legs when he has to. He's confident in his throwing arm. He's got good receivers. He's tough.
He's got that Mike Evans guy too.
It's on 1st and goal. Slant pass, catch, touchdown, Mike Evans, touchdown, Buccaneers.
I feel bad though too. I mean that was a heck of a game, and I really kind of felt bad for the Jets because they were just right. They were right there, and we had another field goal winner.
Field goal dead in the middle of the field from 36 yards out. Snap is down. Kick is on the way. Kick is good. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 3-0 for the first time since 2005.
That always gets me too.
I did have to. Did you see when the Jets blocked the kick, scoop and score? Aaron Glenn's reaction, the coach on the sideline.
No, I didn't.
Oh, so he's like, it was one of those. It's blocked. The Jets have it. They're running, and he ran the sideline with them basically, and he was like, "Go, go, go!" And when they scored, he's like doing this. It was just, he was so happy. It was a great dance. And then I don't know, 5 minutes later, they end up losing the game. But I mean, he was, have some fun with it. But
Aaron Glenn,
that's it.
Another Detroit Lion coordinator.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen this, I think you'll like it.
I have not seen this. Let me max this out. Here is.
Yeah, you got to back it all the way up.
Yeah, I'm going to back it all the way up here. Let me share this for everybody watching. You'll be able to hear this as well. Here's the kick, the block, and the Aaron Glenning world. Let me unmute this.
It might just be his reaction as opposed to, you don't
the
see.
Extra point for the lead. You bet Aaron Glenn is happy. He's running a 4-5 right there. Kenny chasing down Will McDonald for that touchdown. Man, and Jets trailed 23.
I'm so happy for him. I'm like, that is
So
great.
great.
When do you see a coach do that? The dance at the end was the best.
The dance, he had his own celebration dance. That is great. I felt bad for them because they
Without Fields too.
Yeah, I know. Just right there, and Coach Glenn spoke after the game.
Everyone say same old Jets. These guys are gonna fight no matter what the situation is. There's no give up in them. I hate that term, and I really don't know what that term means, but I know this: they're not the same old Jets. All right, so these guys are fighters. I love these guys, and listen, we know we have work to do. All right, this is a team that's going to continue to keep stacking until we get to where we need to get to.
Well, I think that's a perfect answer from him. I think that's the answer of a coach who is trying to believe in his team, and wants them to believe in themselves. I think the problem is, and why people say stuff like that, is the Jets and the Giants are just terrible and have been for a while.
Yeah.
And the fact that New York, the state of New York, or New Jersey.
Yeah.
State of New York football is great.
Yeah,
Buffalo.
the Bills 3-0, yeah.
But the state of the Giants and the Jets it's just bad. They're bad. They're bad. They've been bad. They are seemingly going to be bad the foreseeable future. And you think, well, maybe, I was kind of hoping the Giants defense and Brian Burns got hurt yesterday. And I think that line has proven to be a very, very good front line, but there's just not enough there with the Giants. And then you look at the Jets. Think about where they were just a couple of years ago with Aaron Rodgers,
the excitement,
Breece Hall. You had who was their
Wilson, and even when they got Devontae Adams.
Adams.
Last year, yeah.
Think about all when you think about it, was honestly, I would say this isn't the same because at least one team actually did something for a while, but I think it's from a hype standpoint, it's an incredibly beam team-esque collapse for the Jets. I would actually, like I said, at least the Kings beam team did something, got the 3 seed. They actually deserved some of that hype. The Jets, it was just, well, on paper.
Yeah, look out for the Jets. And a lot of people were picking them to even get to the Super Bowl, which I thought was crazy.
Right?
Yeah. But they're in the group, what? Jets, Dolphins, Titans, Texans, Giants, and Saints. Winless. Oh, my.
A combined 0-18, Jason. But honestly, other than the Texans, are there huge surprises there?
No.
Yeah. No. We'll take a break. When we come back, best, worst, team, player, 4-down territory. Next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sacktown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sacktown Sports app.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson. Paid for by Action Matters.
Attention former and present inmates of women's prisons in California. If you are currently or were an inmate of Central California Women's Facility in Chowchilla, also known as Chowchilla Women's Facility, Valley State Prison for Women in Chowchilla, Institute for Women in Chino, or Folsom Women's Facility in Represa, and were a victim of sexual abuse, now is the time to come forward, as you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation. If you were an inmate at any of these prisons at any time and were subjected to sexual abuse from staff members, you may be entitled to substantial cash compensation. Call our California Women's Prison Helpline now at 800-408-1240. The deadline to file a claim may be close. Call now to get the justice, closure, and the financial settlement you deserve. Even if it was long ago, call our law firm's Women's Prison Sexual Abuse Helpline right now at 800-408-1240. 800-408-1240. 800-408-1240.
For over 90 years, Hagen Oaks has partnered with the biggest brands in golf to bring cutting-edge technology to your game. Our one-of-a-kind total game fitting offers a level of experience and precision that is unmatched. From driver to putter, footwear to golf balls, our TrackMan-powered performance studios, 3D footwear scanner, and Ping's Ballnamic ball fitting kiosk ensure every piece of your gear is tailored to your swing. Trust the experts at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Total game fitting starts here.
Hi, this is Greg Papa. Disasters hit every day. If your home, business, or building has suffered from any disaster, SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to and letting your focus be on what's most important, your family or your business. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's Trex.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Go on a culinary adventure at one of Europe's biggest food events coming to the Americas, Terra Madre. Discover more flavors to savor, more ideas to chew on, more voices shaping the future of food. Join chefs Alice Waters, Sean Sherman, and Jeremiah Tower for tastings, pop-ups, food demos, and panels, all celebrating good, clean, and fair food for all. Terra Madre Americas, September 26th through 28th in Sacramento. Savor the journey. Visit TerraMadreUSA.com for more details. Terra Madre Americas is supported by Sacramento International Airport and brought to you by Slow Food and Visit Sacramento.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A-plus Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal. You should feel better about that. Or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle Singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sacktown Sports.
Just 1.5 hour. 1.5 hour till we get to Matt Barrows. From the 775. What was that?
Reno?
Okay. Well, that would make sense then. Thoughts on tonight's game for the over-under? I have a 5-leg parlay still alive. And I have the over for 51 tonight. Think I'll hit could be a potential $1,500 win.
Oh.
Appreciate you guys. And love listening to you every morning. Well, you're going to win just for that. You're already a winner.
Yeah.
Lions, Ravens over under 51. I would take the over. And I'm looking at it right now. That's up to 53.5, which is a good sign. Lions, Ravens. That sounds to me like a 35-21 type of game.
That would do it.
Watch, it's going to be like 10-3.
That would surprise me.
That would not do it.
Yeah.
But you got a couple of really hard cooking offenses there. And the Ravens have given up some.
Yeah, like that Sunday night game, week 1,
Yeah.
41-40 or whatever it was.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's the Bills' offense, but the Lions' offense ain't no thing that doesn't score points in the NFL.
You said it.
Right?
Yep.
First down.
Which team had the best week in the NFL?
It's a great question.
Good question, Chris.
You know who I'm going to give it to? This might be the only time I give it to this team all season long, so I want to do it. And there are some candidates. Give me where are you? Come on. Just give me give me this one. Here we go.
Andre Schmidt for the win from 55 yards out. 2 seconds left. Snap is back. Kick is up. And the kick is right down the middle.
You had the block. Denzel Ward's block, followed by that kick. And oh, by the way, it was the Browns versus the Packers. The consensus, if the Packers weren't the consensus number 1, they were the consensus number 2 team in the league. And people were talking about them just stomping their way to the Super Bowl, which they still very well could, but I didn't have that one. So give me the Cleveland Browns. Good.
That is a good one. Good one. That might be the only time you say them.
Yeah,
so good for them. I'm going to go with the Chargers based on 1, the comeback they had to beat Denver. 2, the overall landscape of where they are. They've beaten the Broncos. They've beaten the Raiders. They've beaten the Chiefs. So at 3-0, and those other teams all at 1-2, they've got a cushion in the toughest division in football. I think they got a lot of belief now in Harbaugh and in Herbert. They got a good offense, defense balance. I just think to get that win, that was a nice come from behind win, beating a good team. I think they had a great week.
Second down.
Which team had the worst week in the NFL?
Well, there's also a lot of candidates here. I'm going to choose the one that makes me the happiest. Cowboys. I mean, woof. You got bat flapped. Shut out in the second half. Obviously, CeeDee Lamb goes out. That's going to be a problem for any offense. Don't get me wrong, but they're 1-2, and the Bears just got them. And by the way, Dallas is 1-2 because they got a 3-point last-second victory over the New York Football Giants at home last week. Not the start the Cowboys wanted, but it's the start we all expected, and here we are.
I'm going to go with the only team yesterday that got shut out, the Falcons.
Yeah.
We're playing a division, I wouldn't even say rival. I guess they're a rival. Carolina's not a great football team. 30-0? That's a game you get right on.
honestly, I haven't looked at our knockout pool, but that's almost a knockout pick.
Yeah, I think you got a small amount.
Yeah.
But you're thinking like fantasy-wise too, probably Penix, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, a bunch of Falcons, and 0? Wow. 30-0. That I think they had the worst one.
Shout out to the Cardinals losing on a last-second field goal, of course. Shout out to the Broncos once again.
Heartbreaking loss.
Just another heartbreaking loss. And then if I was gonna pick another team, it would be the Bengals. Voof. Sorry, look, we're rooting for Jake Browning.
Yeah.
We are 100% rooting for our local kid. And I
battle of backups in that game, but that was lopsided.
That was bad news.
The Vikings defense.
Huh? Oh my God. Well, the Viking defense is going to play a factor here. Oh, did you have the Vikings defense?
Couple leagues, yeah.
Oh, look at you. All right, 3rd down.
Which individual had the best week in the NFL?
Which individual had the best week in the NFL? Well, speaking of the Vikings defense, there's only one guy.
Jake Browning out of the shotgun throws a quickie right. Caught Noah Fant, his 5th catch. He dropped the ball. Isaiah Rodgers picked it up. No way. Is gone. 2 defensive touchdowns for number 2. Isaiah Rodgers. Well done, young man.
So here's the thing. He also had a pick 6.
Yeah.
That was a great call live, full stop. That was a great call. Also, and there would be no way to do this without the benefit of replay, that call did absolutely zero justice to that play. That wasn't just he dropped. No, Rodgers reached in, smacked that ball out of dude, then picked it up, then ran it back. And not that this matters, but just to illustrate how good of a day he had, Pro Football Focus's first ever 99.9 grade went out yesterday to Isaiah Rodgers. First time ever. That's a perfect
awesome.
day.
Yeah.
Who's your lame pick?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the pick, but I'm going to offer up another one, and this is a local flair, but it's got to be Pinheiro. Look, he makes all his kicks. With a hat tip to Pierce Solo, I thought was awesome in the game, but when the Niners need the game winner, I'm going, oh, man, I don't know if Moody would make this. He's not even on the team. Here's Pinheiro. I just, for his own sake, I don't want them to lose the game on a game-winning field goal attempt.
How'd that turn out?
But it's down. The kick is on the way. And it is good. Eddie Pinheiro.
I mean, you're called in. You do have one job.
One job.
He did it. He mastered it. And then, he celebrated. Good for him.
That's a respectable job.
Yeah, I was happy for him.
You know, when you started out where you said, I got to go local, I thought you might be doing this.
Wilson over center this time. Hands it off for Scadaboo. Up the middle. Cuts left. He's to the 5 to the goal line. Did he get in? No signal yet. Touchdown Giants. Cam Scadaboo.
That would have been incredibly homery, and I would have been here for it. But
the flip, too.
The flip. I think the flip is the best play of the game.
Yeah.
4th down.
Which individual had the worst week in the NFL?
So I'm just going to pick a player, or a non-player. I'm going to go with Brian Daboll of the Giants. It wasn't just the Giants lost. He coached a terrible game. And that last, look, the game was probably already there for the Chiefs, I'm sure. But I was reading this thing. They were running these plays that were made for Jackson Dart, and they ran them successfully. And then when they really needed it, they ran it for Russell Wilson, and shockingly, it didn't happen. That red zone series at the end, towards the end of the game, was mid fourth quarter, was horrific.
Passes going into the stands.
Oh my God, it was just so freaking bad. And I mentioned it earlier, and this one's kind of forgivable because he's still a little bit new, but it's also like, dude. Just give it to Cam Scadaboo.
Yeah.
He had a bad day.
And we talk a lot about fan apathy. Like when they were showing the images of the stands, and you heard some booing, but it was more people hands in their their chin and in their hands, or their faces were just drawn, and just I'm mad, but I'm not even going to vocalize it. Like, they were just like, what am I watching? And it was such a sad look for the Giants fans.
It was.
That they just kept showing. Like, if you're booing, there's a passion and an energy behind it. If you're cheering, obviously the same. They were just looking at, nice.
There it is.
I'm going the same way in a sense of picking an individual, but I didn't know who to pick on. So I'm going to the owner of the Cowboys, and that's Jerry Jones.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, and then this weekday they play Micah Parsons and the Packers on Sunday night. So, I mean, I don't think that's going to go well for them.
Oof.
They're 1-2. And, yeah, maybe their future might be brighter, but they're kind of not that team that much plays for the future. And I don't know. You're right. They kind of stole that middle game against the Giants. Otherwise, they'd be looking at 0-3.
They really would. I mean, they're very, very lucky. And here's rookie coach Brian Schottenheimer. None of this is his fault, talking about the team.
What I pointed out to the guys very clearly was, we got to stop giving up big plays on defense, and we got to stop turning the ball over on offense. I mean, it's a bad formula.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Also, as we go to break, special shout out for individual best day. Obviously, the Vikings trounced the Bengals, but it was Carson Wentz under center for that. There's already a quarterback controversy, I can tell you that right now in Minnesota. Here's the interesting thing. He set a record yesterday as well, Jason. I don't know if it's a record you want, but hey, screw it. Why not? He became the first quarterback in NFL history to start for 6 different teams in 6 consecutive seasons. Eagles, Colts, Commanders, Chiefs, Rams, Vikings. Chris, is that one of your stats?
No.
Okay, good. I thought I saw a reaction there. We'll take a break. When we come back, what's hot, what's not, let's go streaking, and we'll recap Celebrity Pick 6. It's a lot to do. We'll do it right after this.
Stay up to date on Sacramento sports. Join the Sacktown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit sacktownsports.com.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
Let's go.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
When your reputation's on the line, you don't leave anything to chance, especially your primer. Painters trust Kills primers for a smooth start, strong adhesion, and serious stain-blocking power. And now, the full Kills lineup is available exclusively at the Home Depot. Need it fast? Get same-day or next-day delivery, or order online and pick up in-store. Kills primers. Pro results, faster. The Home Depot. If you're a pro, you know.
Go from daydreamer to industry leader with Amazon Business. From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
Grab the keys to a new Toyota. This fall, it's time to hit the road and chase new adventures. From majestic mornings to golden sunsets, explore all the beauty California has to offer with Toyota's legendary fuel efficiency. Right now, get a low lease on the 2025 Prius Limited, one of 17 fuel-efficient Toyota hybrids. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, a 2-year no-cost maintenance plan. Toyota, let's go places. Offer available through TFS to buyers with premium-rated credit and 9/30/25. See your Toyota dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton and Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
What's hot and what's not? Brought to you by American Energy Heat and Air, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergyAir.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot. And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
What's that even mean? Anyways, there's more to that. Remind me, like,
Oh, yeah, share that one on the air.
yeah, I didn't have that on the docket. Who, dare I say, who is hot?
Minnesota Vikings.
Oh yeah,
They beat the Bengals yesterday 48-10.
that is Kool-Aid,
Yeah,
man.
you did go Kool-Aid, man.
They did.
The Vikings are the first team in NFL history to have 2 or more passing touchdowns, 2 or more rushing touchdowns, 2 or more defensive touchdowns, and 2 or more made field goals, all before the fourth quarter.
That is crazy. They
were held scoreless in the fourth quarter. So.
yeah, well, yeah, just bad news, dude. Who's not?
Russell Wilson.
Oh.
If you remember his first game of the season against the Commanders, the Giants lost 21-6. He only had 168 yards, but he came back against the Cowboys, lost in overtime, but he had 450 yards passing. But then yesterday against the Chiefs, Giants lost 22-9. He only had 160 yards passing. Russell Wilson is the first quarterback in NFL history to throw under 200 yards and no touchdowns in one start, then throw for 450 or more yards in his next start, then throw for under 200 yards and no touchdowns again his next start.
So
if you're following the trend, maybe starting quarterback next
better
week.
start him this week.
Maybe.
Odd games.
Odd games.
It happens every odd game.
Odd games. Let's go streaking, shall we?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, why not? Why not?
Let's do it.
Are you sure?
It's time to go streaking.
We're going streaking! Yeah!
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB? Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing? We're streaking!
Yeah.
Well, we're not really as a show. Dave's at 0. I'm at 1. Chris is at 0. We got to finish strong, guys. Last week of the season. Let's go.
Yeah, we are not finishing strong at all.
No.
We need to finish better.
Yeah. Let's
This
finish.
ain't great. Gotta finish.
Can't finish.
Can't finish.
Dave, on Friday, you took Nick Kurtz of the Athletics, and he got up 4 times. He got a home run and an RBI. 1 for 4. Dave's on the board. Yes. I took Mike Trout, who had a historic home run over the weekend. But on Friday, he got up 4 times in a game at Coors Field. 13 combo runs in that game. Like, this is a good day for Trout. He went 0 for 4. One game. It's over.
It's not even a streak.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you it's not even a streak. I'm gonna try and make you feel a little bit better.
Please.
I'm gonna give you a bananas Mike Trout stat. Okay. Now I told you earlier after the Giants when the Dodgers beat the Giants on Saturday, it was the first time since 1896 that they were ahead in the head-to-head series by 1. They are now, after the Giants win yesterday, they are tied. Mike Trout hit his 400th home run yesterday. Want to take a wild guess? How many of those home runs did he hit at home?
200.
How many did he hit on the road? This is the tougher part, because you're correct on the first part.
200.
Mike Trout hit 200 home runs at home and 200 home runs on the road. That's consistency. Does that make you feel better?
Sure.
Okay.
Fish out of water. Next one is Chris for the 19th straight day took Jackson Holiday. And whether it's been DNPs or not getting hits, well, on Friday, He got up 4 times. Let's hear how he did. He's on an over.
He had a single yesterday.
So today,
You guys got to get together because I'm tired of pulling the weight on this show.
Just 3 precious games today. It's slim pickings.
My
You got Nationals at Braves, Brewers at Padres, Cardinals at Giants. Here's a guy.
You know what? He let me down last week. Hopefully he won't let me down today. Give me Rafael Devers.
Okay. I'm going to pick a guy today that has 1 hit in his major league career. And that is Bryce Eldridge of the Giants.
Oh, good for you.
He's got 1.
Good
Batting
for you.
.067.
Let's go.
I believe in you, big fella.
I believe in you, Bryce.
Chris?
I will take Fernando Tatis Jr.
See that contract? More like Fernando.
Yeah, I said Fernando.
Fernando, D-O-U-G-H. Let's
Fernando.
recap. Celebrity pick 6.
All right.
Our
celebrity picker this last week was the great Greg Vaughn.
Greg Vaughn.
So our
What a surprise.
Yeah.
It was a surprise to everyone.
Yeah.
Our top of our leaderboard right now is Mike Bibby.
Mike.
And G-Man is in second.
Yeah.
But can someone for the first time ever, Dave, go 6-0?
I mean, Greg looks like he could have played football.
Yeah, and he had knowledge. He had his picks going.
He did.
First game was Bengals and Vikings. He took the Vikings.
Okay, 1-0. All right, Greg Vaughn.
Second game, Steelers at Patriots. Tough game. He said he loved Mike Tomlin, but he took the Patriots. 1-1. All right, next game, Texans at Jaguars. I like luxury.
Jaguars.
He took the Texans.
Celebrate.
1-2.
We don't like where we're going here.
Broncos at Chargers.
Hey.
Do we have a bounce back? He took the Chargers.
All right,
2-2.
He's about 500.
Cowboys at Bears. All right, come on. Light work.
Come on.
Took the Cowboys. 2-3. But he was going to pick his team, the Cardinals and the Niners, to take the Niners. So he is in a tie with Mike Bibby at the top
Well
with
done.
3-3.
Hey, 3 weeks, no point spread, nobody above 500.
Yeah.
Will that change this week with our new celebrity picker?
Yep. That picker is
Donald Duck. I almost said Donald. I was thinking Donald Sutherland, but I don't think that would work out.
I think I need a Ouija board.
Donald Mattingly.
Okay.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald?
I don't think he can do that, though, can he?
What?
Big games.
He's retired.
Oh, yeah.
Donald Mattingly. Would that be a weird...
Would it be weird what?
Oh. Would it be weird if
Donald Zimmer
we use... Oh, yeah.
No, his first name was actually Donathan.
It was. If we did use a Ouija board to contact Donald Sutherland to do picks for Celebrity Pick'em.
That's... Dang it. Surprise.
Did you ever see the...
Spoiled again.
Did you ever see that movie about Ouija boards with the guy who played Patch on Days of Our Lives called Witchboard?
No, that sounds all made up.
Oh no.
Chris probably saw it.
Never heard of it.
Which
I don't know.
board?
Dave's last movie suggestion was awful.
Which was
that?
Salem's. Or what was the cat movie?
I didn't.
I'm
I
not a
just
cat.
said.
Cat's Eyes.
I just said it was a movie that.
And you said, "Oh, I'm surprised you haven't seen it. It's pretty good."
I was surprised
What was
you never saw it.
I'm not a cat.
Cat's Eyes.
Cat's Eye.
Terrible.
I'm not a cat. It's still the best line ever. And I think they actually remade Witchboard, weirdly enough. But you don't know who the guy who played Patch on Days of Our Lives is, right? Like that's not right.
Is he a bearded, handsome man?
No,
that's the guy I've seen before.
No, he had he was clean cut. He had a patch on his face over his eye. Let's see. Let's see if this is worth anything. Hold on. Here's
This better be good.
This is 1986's Witchboard.
Is this gonna be a spoiler?
It's good so far. They got their hands over a Ouija board.
David.
That's me.
Are you here? Can you hear me?
Tony Katane. That's the patch guy.
It began at a party. It was only a game.
David, will you return to the living one day?
Oh, yes.
Bullshit.
Oh, come on. That's
in the trailer?
It's a trailer. It's not even the Red Band trailer. Come on, random 80s actor.
All right. I totally have to see that.
Didn't that kind of scare you, though, while you were watching it?
It terrified me.
Let me tell you something, dude. That movie freaked me out so bad when I saw it because I was like, I was a single-digit kid, but now
How are you watching that? There's only so many clicks in the remote.
I was watching it. And my friend Kenny Keating he was allowed to watch any old movie.
Kenny was bad influence.
He was a bad influence. So yeah, we watched it at his house. I actually have not seen it since the first time I saw it.
If you have family night and watching that, is it just gonna be embarrassingly bad?
Yes. And my son I have found that my son laughs at horror movies.
Okay.
He's one of those guys now.
I'm hanging on to the fact
I don't think you're showing him good horror movies, though.
I mean,
I'm hanging on to the fact that Mason really liked Gus, the kicking donkey.
He did.
Yeah.
Both the kids loved Gus. Yeah. That's why we named our dog Gus.
Oyich.
We'll take a break when we return. Let's talk to Matt Barrows.
Dave,
maybe Matt Barrows was also in Witchboard.
Oh wow! We'll ask him about that.
He's the one who swore. We'll talk to him next.
The Alan Styles Show.
Brock's bro Chubba, he's on Nevada and wasn't great. Why didn't we ever hear about him? You answered your own question, Jeff, because he's not very good. Look, man, it's your 5th year at UNR. You are now Preston, not calling you Chubba. How old is he?
He is 24 years old, a 6th-year starter, never won a college football game.
We use your government name.
You can listen to the Alan Styles Show Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Everyone has a past, but what happens if you've made mistakes and made good on that past, but it keeps following you? Are you looking for an attorney to erase past records and restore your rights? Maybe even restore your gun rights? Do you need a reputable criminal defense attorney who knows even good people make bad mistakes? Well, the attorneys at Gonzalez Law Office are here to help. Find Gonzalez Law Office online at sacklegaldefense.com or call them at 916-304-9187. We don't settle for less, and neither should you.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Our office computers were from like 2012.
What? They had computers then?
Yeah, I don't know much about new tech.
Apparently.
So I went to Staples and saved big on an AI-powered HP laptop and HP OfficeJet Pro printer, which also came with 3 months of free instant ink.
And we're back in this century. During Staples HP Tech Event, save up to 35% on HP printers and up to 40% on AI-powered HP PCs.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. Until 11/1, select models only.
Discover Terra Madre Americas, one of the world's most exciting food events, coming to Northern California for the first time this September 26th through 28th. Dig into good, clean, and fair food for all with chefs Alice Waters, Sean Sherman, and Jeremiah Tower. Hear music from The War on Drugs, Spoon, Big Head Todd and the Monsters, Jade Bird, and Passion Pit Solo Acoustic. Savor the journey of Terra Madre Americas, only in Sacramento. Details on TerraMadreUSA.com. Terra Madre Americas is supported by Sacramento International Airport and brought to you by Slow Food and Visit Sacramento.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game and high hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game. offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region, and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com, and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone. And then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sacktown Sports.
Matt Barrows momentarily. Trying to find this video. I'll do it during the break, but it should be around this time for it to come back up on Facebook. Chris is trying. We were talking about pranks you can pull on kids, and I was remembering the one where I wrapped both my. They were like 3 and 2, 4 and 3, and they were on the floor, and I had wrapped them both up, which they wanted me to. I had wrapped them both up in blankets, like burrito style, so when their heads were out and their arms were pinned at their sides. And then I told them their mother and I were going to go get ice cream, and they lost it. And Avery got like super strength, and she got out of the blanket. And I said, "All right, Mason, well, we'll be right back." And he lost his mind so bad that Melissa, like, she couldn't handle it. She had to dive in and
So you tortured him?
No, 100%. No, there was the time where they were fighting. They were probably like 6 and 5, and they were fighting so much. And so we're riding in the car. I convinced both of them that because they were fighting so much, that I was going to sell Mason to go work in the mines somewhere, and she was going to get a new brother, and it got to the point where she legitimately believed me. And Nelson's sticking up for her brother, but then Mason like just quietly starts. He's like, "But I didn't do anything wrong. I don't want to go work in the mine." And I just kept it going for a while. Probably completely screwed him over.
Was that the year you accepted the Dad of the Year award?
I think that was. Yeah. No, that was the year that we were at Winco, and I was in line with my son, and I handed him, and he was 5, and I handed him my ATM card and said, "Hey, buddy, I got to take a phone call. Can you pay for this?" And he's like, I don't know how. And I was like, "Oh, just put the card in, and here's the code." He goes, "Well, what's the code?" And I said, "It's 9970411. It's easy to remember, and then just figure out the tax." Tax? Yeah, you got to type in the tax. It's 0.13% on anything we purchase. And just kept it going, and you can see him like the color leave his face. Like he was a gamer.
Yeah.
He wanted to do it, but ultimately I had to save him.
He left a $4,000 tip.
Yeah. See, that's where he got back at me, because I came back and there was a giant charge, and he also bought a Ferrari.
Oh, nice. Good for him.
Joining us right now, here's a guy that should have a Ferrari.
He does, I bet.
I would imagine. Well, tell you what, when those residuals start coming in off the book he's got out, of which I don't know if you saw or not, but I
saw that Chris purchased it.
I got mine on the way. Muddy the Water, now available at stores everywhere, including Amazon.com, where you can get it on Kindle for $10, or steal it twice the price, $20. Get out of here. The one, the only Matt Barrows. Good morning, Matt.
Morning, guys. If you guys are audio guys, and I think you are, there's also an audio book version of it.
Is it your voice?
It is not. It's actual hired.
It's George Kittle.
I don't think you want my nasal voice going for 8 or 9 hours. You'll just drive right off the road.
Well, Chris is going to give us all the book review. And then I thought we were going to have a live reading at some point.
Yeah, Matt will do that over the next couple of weeks.
We'll do a live reading. Yeah, we could do a little Q&A. I mean, if you want to bring, I know that Dave probably has the book club. He meets with
yes.
every week, and they go over the book. I'd be happy to sit in on that.
Look at that. See that? Oh, that's all. He's like the Christian McCaffrey of writers. Is he good for football? Sure. Is he good for books? Yeah, he's good all over the place.
Everything.
Speaking of Matt Barrows and Christian McCaffrey, Matt, I saw a stat today that Christian McCaffrey now has more touches through 3 games than any San Francisco 49er in history through 3 games. And this is a guy that it was thought was a ticking time bomb coming into the season. He's got the Achilles issues, the calf issues. Apparently, John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan, and the medical staff think Christian McCaffrey is doing just fine.
Yeah, I call it the every other year theory. You see this sometimes. A guy has a really, really big year, gets a lot of touches, like Christian McCaffrey did in 23. And then the next year is a down year. And last year was a very down year for Christian McCaffrey. But we're back to a busy year. It's odd year Christian McCaffrey. And that Christian McCaffrey is really good, and he gets a lot of touches, and he keeps bouncing back up. So, at some point we will get to the point where the fan base, the media are all kind of screaming about Christian McCaffrey getting too many touches. But I don't think that anybody was feeling that yesterday. I mean, he was one of 2 guys that Mac Jones kept going to. It was either McCaffrey or Ricky Pearsall or McCaffrey, until that final drive where he did spread the ball around. But I mean, it just kind of underscores where this weaponry is right now. I mean, there was no Juwan Jennings for this game, no George Kittle for this game, no Brandon Ayuk, no Demarcus Robinson. They were down to their kind of last 2 real playmakers. And to his credit, I thought Mac Jones really kind of exhausted that. And then when he couldn't do that anymore, he started to throw it to Jake Tonjes and Kendrick Bourne and one pass to Sky Moore on that game-winning drive.
Talking with Matt Barrows from The Athletic, and also brought to you by Stockton Honda. On that injury front, Matt, we saw Mac Jones kind of battle through it. Looked like he was hobbling a bit, had the knee brace late. And then what's an update on Bosa, too? That certainly didn't look good.
No, it didn't. And he was obviously kind of anguished after that happened, and he had to leave the field. Now, the latest is what we heard last night from Kyle Shanahan. When you have a knee injury, they can do a physical exam on the field or on the sideline, where the doctor's literally feeling behind the knee to see if the ACL is intact. And it was, or at least Bosa passed that test. So the suspicion is that it's not an ACL, although there's a big caveat there. It's not 100% accurate. And Bosa was sort of complaining about pain. He didn't think that everything was right with that knee. This is a guy who's had an ACL in the past. He knows what it feels like. So that's the concern, is that he feels like there's something bad that's happened in there, and they just need the MRI to figure out exactly what that is.
Here's what Kyle said yesterday to Matt.
We're not sure. I mean, there is concern because of how he feels, and but they do the tests and stuff on the sideline. When usually they say whether he definitely did or not, and they didn't say that. But we are concerned with that, and keeping our fingers crossed for the MRI or whatever he does.
This certainly, I mean, speculating on sports radio is always a silly game, but just given history and all that, it's certainly, I think I speak for a lot of Niner fans thinking, well, obviously, let's hope not out for the year, but we may not be seeing Bosa for a while. Who knows? Maybe it was just a scare. But Matt, we keep referring to the 80s action TV series MacGyver, where he would get out of jams with a toothpick and a chewing gum. It certainly seems like the Niners are finding ways to win, but man, I just don't know how much more of this they can take.
Yeah, it's like the old 80s adventure show where the hero's running and the ground is kind of breaking apart underneath him, and it just gets thinner and thinner and thinner.
Yes.
So yeah, we've got a 80s nostalgia thing going here, but you're absolutely right. I mean, and you could just look at it from, this is the team that has 8 team captains, a ton of team captains, but each of those team captains is going down. I mean, they started the game without without Purdy and George Kittle, 2 team captains.
Right.
And they lost Bosa in the first quarter. Kyle Juszczyk, another team captain, was iffy for the game. Trent Williams, has been nicked up already. Christian McCaffrey, another team captain, he's been nicked up already with that calf in week 1. So their star power, they've got a lot of star power, but they keep losing a star a game, it seems like. And you wonder how long they can kind of keep that up at that pace.
Yeah, Matt, they did a really good job of just staying in the game, whether they had the lead or right around it, couldn't get that full separation. And I thought a lot of that was their defense. Do you know if it was by game plan by Robert Saleh? It kind of really kept everything in front of them. There was not a lot of huge plays by the Cardinals. I thought the defense seemed to be on point most of the day. What did you think about that side of the ball?
Yeah, I agree entirely. I mean, the Cardinals helped them out a little bit. There were a couple of big drops by Marvin Harrison Jr. in that game. And of course they lost their workhorse in James Conner. So that was a huge impact. And I feel like if you had Conner in there, they probably could have kind of just worn down the 49ers by the end of the game. But that's been what the 49ers have been good at. I mean, very few explosives in these games. JSN had maybe a couple in week 1. Don't remember very many in week 2, maybe the touchdown to the tight end. But that's been a real bonus. And 2 guys that we don't talk about a lot, but who are basically in charge of that are Jason Pinnock, the sort of the veteran free safety, and then Marquise Siegel, who's the rookie counterpart. And my instinct whenever a defense is doing well in that regard, holding teams without a lot of explosives, is that the safeties must be doing a good job. And so I think that's absolutely the case. You saw a bad missed tackle by Siegel on a run by, I think it was Benson, longest run of the game for the Cardinals. But that's been it from him. I mean, that's the first mistake I've seen him make. And he's I think a 5th round rookie. That's pretty impressive that you can go 3 games and your rookie safety, the guy who's in charge of, they call it the eraser. He has to erase everybody else's mistake. He's the last line of defense. He has to be a very sure tackler. He's made 1 really error in those 3 games. I think that's a high mark.
So we're looking at a team right now just based on scoring. That is the 10th worst offense. And what do I have down here? I think the 3rd best defense, technically 4th, but Detroit, as far as points given up. They're finding ways to win. There's no doubt about it. Now they have a pretty decent, it seems, Jaguars team coming up. And then they go to LA to play the Rams on October 2nd. That really seems to be a line of demarcation. They have had, with the exception of the Seahawks, they have had some luck on the schedule. They will all year, but it does seem that it ramps up next week, Matt, after 2 weeks of playing okay teams. The Saints and then an okay team in the Cardinals. This seems like where these guys are going to have to start getting healthier, or just keep, doing Harry Potter spells or something.
Yeah, no, for sure. This is going to test them, and it may be at this point. I mean, you noted it that Mac Jones was kind of fighting off a knee injury in the second half of the game. It could be that Brock Purdy's healthier than Mac Jones is at the moment. So they could get a lift there with Brock Purdy coming back in. Remember, Demarcus Robinson's suspension ends this week. He can rejoin practice this week. He can play in the Jaguars game. And then after that happens, then you're looking at Brandon Ayuk. When does Brandon Ayuk come back? We've been watching him in practice. He does his Brandon Ayuk thing where he likes to kind of show off right where all the media is. It's weird. He kind of shows off his route running, what he's been doing right in front of the camera. So there's a lot of footage of him sort of running shadow routes as the receivers are going through their individual drills, all of which is to say he seems confident in that knee. I don't think that he comes back, even though he's allowed to, that week of the Rams game. It's a short week. It's on artificial turf. He really wouldn't get a proper run up. They barely practice for those Thursday night games. There's one practice on Wednesday, and it's a walkthrough, and it's usually at Levi's Stadium at night. So I would say the following week or the weeks thereafter would be what I would circle for Brandon Ayuk's return. I think that they've got Atlanta at home, primetime game, week 7. That seems like a natural spot to kind of for Ayuk to make his 2025 debut.
Matt, you've told us over the years about the special team side of things that maybe Kyle, it's not that he doesn't value it, but maybe there's less of emphasis on it, and it obviously becomes more of an issue when you struggle at it, and Moody had. So what was the reaction yesterday from the sideline to post-game locker room to winning the game on Pinheiro going 3 for 3 in the game winner?
Yeah, I think that everybody who was watching that game thought that he was going to make that kick. And if it was Jake Moody up there, that wouldn't have been the case. I'm not saying he wouldn't have made it, but I don't think everybody in the stadium was sure he was going to make it. That's my point, is that there's a confidence in this kid, Eddie Pinheiro, that they just didn't have in Moody. You don't have the angst anymore. I thought the most impressive one was the one just before the half. It was 51 yards. And everybody was asking, a couple of weeks ago when they signed Pinheiro, who's the fourth most accurate field goal kicker of all time, well, how is this guy available? And the answer was, well, he might not have the biggest leg in the world. He's really good from, in the 40s range, but you don't want to give him a lot of 50-yarders. Well, he has a 51-yarder before the half, and that thing would have been good from 60. I did not see a tin horn leg, if you will, on that one. And he gave it a big boot, and he had very strong reaction to it afterwards. And then the game winner was just about as down the middle as you can get. So I'm sure the 49ers are happy. I'm sure that they feel like they don't have to fret about it and, kind of orchestrate things so that, not giving the kicker a tough kick at the end of the half. Like, would you have given Moody that 51? It would have been something that would have caused, like I said, angst, I think, on the sideline. You don't have that with Pinheiro.
I saw a stat too. The 49ers before this game were 3-29 under Kyle Shanahan when starting a drive in the final 2 minutes down a score, and that includes the playoffs. And Mac Jones led the comeback. The other wins, Titans in 17, Saints in 19, Rams in 2021, all late, like week 15, week 14, week 18 games. All of those were with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Wow.
At quarterback. So here we go. Add Mac Jones to the club. And honestly, Matt, you can get stats from anywhere. Is that sometimes I look at stats and I go, is that a real thing? Like, is that a real struggle that we can pin on? Or in your opinion, watching every minute of every game, that's just happenstance more than a trend?
Well, wasn't there a come from behind win in Tampa last year?
Hey, if you say so, I'm quoting Josh from the AP. If you say,
Josh Cabal, he's pretty good.
Yeah,
but you kind of create a definition like that. They were down against the Detroit Lions in the NFC Championship.
Yeah,
and they came roaring back in that one to win and to go to the Super Bowl. So this team does have comebacks under its belt. Brock Purdy, that was a critique of his early on, but I feel like he put that to rest in recent years. You win the NFC Championship game. I forget what they were down at halftime, but you win that one. I don't think you can use these guys don't come back critique after that.
I'm thinking, Matt, as we talk about, you said Robinson's eligible this week, Ayuk at some point. Let's assume Kittle comes back, McCaffrey's going, Purdy's back. Now it's starting to sound like a pretty good roster. But with all that in the receiving area, is Pearsall becoming wide receiver 1 on this team?
Well, he's capable of it. I think that'll be interesting when Ayuk comes back. It certainly means that you're not forcing Ayuk into that X role immediately. You can give him, I don't know, 20 snaps in his first outing out there because you're confident that Ricky Pearsall can do it. The caveat to, they're going to have all these great guys come back, and this team's going to be really, really talented at some point, say in October or late October. They keep losing guys each week. So every time you make a gain, it seems like they're taking 2 steps backward. Jordan Watkins, the rookie wide receiver who everybody was high on, was just about to come back from a high ankle sprain that he suffered in the preseason. I think it was the first preseason game. Just about to come back. And his first kind of real practice back on Thursday, full go, he strains his calf, and now he's limping around, and he's out for weeks, perhaps a month or so. So my point is that, I think some of these injury issues, especially at wide receiver, it looks like they're going to have too many wide receivers at some point, but they have a way of taking care of themselves when it comes to injuries. So bottom line, I don't think you can ever have too many wide receivers on your roster, especially this team.
So let's blue sky it for a second, though. Let's say, okay, the Niners get the healthy bug, and now they got Pearsall. Brandon Ayuk comes back. Juwan Jennings comes back. George Kittle comes back. So we start right there, and then whether you have a Sky Moore, Robinson, or whoever, backing those guys up. Let's just start with those 4, though. With all of them healthy, are there any issues you see they'd have to deal with there as far as overlap, guys that cancel each other out, or is that just the perfect world?
Yeah, that's first world problems.
Yeah.
This is what they dealt with all the way to their Super Bowl victory.
Yeah.
But you can do different things. There were games that year where George Kittle I was a George Kittle fantasy owner that year, and George Kittle would get 2 catches for 11 yards one week, and then he'd have 3 touchdowns the next week. It just kind of shows you the embarrassment of riches that the 49ers had. My point in my previous one is that I just wonder whether they're ever going to kind of enjoy that embarrassment of riches. It just seems like a season where, as soon as you get Ayuk back, Ricky Pearsall goes out with a calf strain or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx Ricky,
I
but
know,
that's the way that this season has gone so far. But I mean, I think that's what the 49ers sort of planned on, that, okay, we think that the beginning of the season is going to be tough. I mean, we've got a lot of road games. We've got a lot of rookies that we're kind of putting in there. There's unfamiliarity with some of these newcomers, but by the second half of the season, A, we're going to get guys back. B, those rookies are going to be much more experienced. And C, we're playing a ton of games at home.
Yeah.
And against non-juggernauts. So I think that they thought, okay, if we can kind of hold serve over the first 8, then we can really do some damage over the last 9. And they've more than held serve so far. So I feel like they're playing with house money at this point. Being 3-0 is something to be very, very happy about.
Matt, I saw something on social media during the game yesterday. I said, I can't wait to ask Matt about this, because you watch this team from practices to every game, and you've seen every game this guy has played. But I think someone posted, is it possible that Fred Warner is underrated? And watching him, I'm a huge fan of him. The league highly regards him. Everybody does. I mean, he's incredible. But I still sometimes think he's not appreciated enough, what he does on a week-in, week-out basis. Is there any thought to you on that he might actually still be underrated, even though people think he's amazing?
Yeah, I mean, just look at the way these positions are played. I mean, the big money now goes to defensive ends, especially defensive linemen, especially guys that sack the quarterback. That's where the value is. And then the second most money goes to cornerbacks who can kind of shut down the passing game. And linebackers are, in the middle or maybe to the bottom of the middle. It just kind of underscores, the valuation system that the league puts on. And we do as well these days. I mean, look at all the hype around Bosa. Look at all the hype around Micah Parsons and things like that. Linebackers are kind of being overlooked. It's funny because guys of our age grew up in an era where, linebacker and running back, those are the two core positions of football. But it's not like that anymore. But he is the best at that position. He was one of the best at that position last year when he was playing with a broken bone in his ankle. I don't think anything sort of underscores how good he is more than sort of that circumstance. He was not 100% by any stretch, and yet he certainly wasn't a guy you could pull off the field, and he was still leading the defense. So, the question is how many Hall of Famers are playing on the 49ers right now? And, I think Trent Williams is one. I think George Kittle is one. Is Christian McCaffrey one? Is Fred Warner one? I think that's an interesting discussion to be had at some point.
Hundreds of reviews levied for the soon-to-be bestseller Muddy the Water on Amazon, for example. 5 out of 5 stars. And Jason, some of the reviews I've been reading. I love this book. Best book I've read in the past several years, and I was bummed when it ended. That's from Daniel.
Okay.
Katie says, I've read a lot of mysteries and thrillers. This holds up with the best of them. I blew through it in 2 days. I was instantly sorry I'd finished so quickly. I want more. Admittedly, I prefer nonfiction all day, but this novel felt real to me. And then what about other countries? Well, how about the book reviewer in Australia? I'll just read this passage. This is Australia. It's down under. It says,
I'm huge in Perth.
Huge. Most readers will devour the thriller elements, the brutal murder, the cat and mouse investigative chase, and the shadowy past lurking beneath the surface of small town journalism. But let's talk about what makes this novel not just suspenseful, but real, and why that reality is more disturbing than fiction. Wow. Craziest part of this, it wasn't just Matt Barrows. It was also Jessica Barrows that wrote this too. What are the odds of two people combining on a book with the same last name?
I don't know.
It's insane.
Yes.
Amazon.com and any place else you can find books. Matt, we're proud again. Thank you for spending time with us.
My greatest feat was writing a book with my sister. That's anybody with siblings will tell you wasn't easy.
I was gonna say, dude, like, let's write this. No, I want to write. No, I want to write this chapter. No, I do. No, I do. Like that. Come on, had to happen.
We had a wonderful time writing it. There were no disputes at all.
I'm sure, smooth sailing.
Speaking of somebody with a sister, I believe you 100%.
Older sister too.
Yeah. Stockton Honda brings you Matt Barrows each and every week. Also writing for The Athletic. He moonlighting for The Athletic in his
side job
for being a novelist. Yeah. Matt, we appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Talk to you next week, guys.
All right,
Sounds
take
good.
care. It's Matt Barrows. We'll take a break. When we come back, what's on deck? Brought to you by Trax Decking and Railing. Right after this.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
She has yet to lose since she's gone there. I'm not saying anything. Broke into the top 25 this week. UCLA having a rough year. Maybe this year. Come on over to the. All right, Jason laughs. Hopefully he'll be back for 3 for. Oh my God! He's got the double hand wave.
You can listen to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 1140 a.m. YouTube or the Sacktown Sports app.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer lets you easily compare direct rates from different insurance companies, so you can be confident you're getting the right one, even if it's not with Progressive. Way more confident than you were when you tried online gaming. Who knew 12-year-old boys could be so mean? And where did they learn to swear like that? 2 hours of losing to these underage trash talkers, and you're starting to question if maybe you really should stick to pickleball and other boomer stuff. So use Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer and be confident you're getting insurance that's right for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A+ Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal, you should feel better about that. Or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle Singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
There are plenty of reasons to love golf in Northern California. With giant redwoods lining the fairways, the best Alistair McKenzie course you've never played is Northwood Golf Club's 9-holer along the Russian River. The 7th hole at Pebble Beach is a beauty or a beast. Play a sand wedge or a 3-iron depending on the direction of the wind. Down the road a bit, Pacific Grove Golf Course sports a gazillion-dollar ocean view and a green fee about 1/10 of Pebble Beach. San Francisco's Presidio Golf Course survived the 1906 earthquake and was home course to President Teddy Roosevelt. You can tee it up on the ocean at the links of Bodega Harbor at dawn and tap in at sunset in the mountains at Old Greenwood in Truckee. Unlike Caddyshack's Carl Spackler, a good superintendent goes unnoticed working behind the scenes. Green thumbs up. There's a lot to love about golf, and as columnist Thomas Boswell wrote, when you fall in love with golf, you seldom fall easy. It's obsession at first sight. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
A ton of baseball. Just a ton of baseball.
Well, or 3 games. Including the Giants.
Giants are playing tonight.
The Cardinals
are playing tonight. And the Nationals and Braves. Actually, Padres and Brewers.
Yeah, that's good.
That'll be a fun game. Hey, remember earlier I was talking to you about the safety in the Niner game?
Yes, whether it was a hold in the end zone or not.
I was confused as to the rule and all that. A lot of people don't know this, but we here at Sacktown Sports actually have our own referee booth.
Yes, we do.
That we can go to. He also moonlights for Fox on the weekends as well.
I'm not familiar with that, but just our work.
Greater Sacramento area resident, all-around good guy, former NFL official, former supervisor of the NFL officials, and a wonderful golfer, Mike Pereira. Hey, Mike, how are you?
I'm fine here at LAX, getting ready to fly back to my hometown, Sacramento. And if you're going to ask me a rule, I hope it's an easy one because I'm really not very knowledgeable about the rules. So, but I'll take a shot of it.
We were confused in the 49ers Cardinals game. The safety, Calais Campbell, was held. And what I didn't know, what I thought was that the hold had to come in the end zone for them to call it an automatic safety. He was about 3 yards out of the end zone.
obviously I'm wrong, but is that a gray area at all? There's a lot of gray.
No, I actually think that you're right. And also the spot of the foul when it comes to a safety is reviewable by replay. My first reaction to when I saw that is, it's not a safety. So they're going to have to take that off and put it out in the field of play. But when you look at the field level camera shot that's from behind the offense, there's a second hook around the waist. And it doesn't take much away. And I might say that might not even have been enough for holding, but since it was called and since there was that action around the waist, replay then can't do anything, because they can't ask the referee, which one did you call? Did you call the one that was at the 2, or did you call the hook that was in the end zone? If there's any action that looks like it might be a hold and they had put it in the end zone, then your hands are tied. And so, me being a 49er fan, I'm like, oh, come on, let's put it in the field of play. But they couldn't. So they had to leave it there. So yes, if that was the only action, that initial action, they could have put it out in the field of play. But no, since there was that second act, they had to leave it there.
I don't know, Mike, if you saw the play earlier in the game, it ended up not being reviewed, but it was on the opposite end. Kyler Murray was in the end zone, and I think his body was in the end zone, but the ball might have been outside the goal line. And I know Robert Saleh was trying to get a safety or a grounding, and that to result in 2 points. Did you happen to see that one as well?
Of course I did. It was the 49er game. Yes. I was on that game, even though I didn't make an appearance. But that's an interesting rule, because the rule says in order for it to be a safety, when you're talking about the spot of the foul on a pass, intentional grounding, you have to have the whole body and the ball have to be in the end zone at the release point for it to be considered a safety. And so since the ball and the hand were out in the field of play, then that makes it a spot foul in the field of play.
All right, Mike. Look, Mike is at the airport.
Yeah.
We were texting earlier, kind enough to come on.
Absolutely.
And what a great arrow to have in our quiver to be able to call the guy and get a ruling. Mike, have a safe flight back. And not only are you always welcome on the show, but we need to get. I know it's busy time for you, my man, but we need to get on the golf course.
I know I kind of forget what that is, but I'm going to go out Wednesday, and since my back is good enough to play now, I'm gonna go out Wednesday and get one round in this week at least.
Well, good for you. Mike's a stick, by the way. He knows what he's doing out there.
It's a broken stick.
Have a safe flight back, my man. Thank you.
Okay.
Take care, Mike. That's Mike Pereira.
Just hanging out. Yeah.
I'm going to live off of that one for a while. Got the rule right.
Yeah.
But that's a great.
But like if there was a secondary call, then they can't really say, well, did you call the first one? Did you call the second one?
Right. Yeah. And you can't. So you can because then when he was explaining that.
I'm like, why aren't they reviewing that?
But review it?
Since they don't know where he officially made the call, then.
And honestly, obviously, I'm glad the Niners won. But thank God they won too, because that's all we'd be talking about today. That's all. Imagine that answer, and the Niners lost by that safety, and now we're sitting here looking at that secondary hold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Should they be able to review whether or not? I guess, you can't really review if something's a hold because it's like reviewing pass interference. Like it's the same. It's just such a judgment call sometimes.
Right.
Plus, you also don't know, and I'm sure this is a thing. It'd be something to ask Mike, but I also wonder how many times on pass interference it's kind of like in boxing when a boxer is a low blow. Usually the first one's like, okay, sorry. Second one, usually that's when the ref will be like, all right, that's the last one. And then boom, low blow again, 1 point taken away. I wonder if any of that goes on, and I got to think it does on the field where I'm guarding you, Jason. I'm defending. You're the receiver. Maybe I'm getting a little handsy, which I know you like, but it's illegal.
That's by request.
Right. And maybe the ref says, all right, Dave, look, you got to knock that out. You can't wrap your right hand around his waist, at least not on the field. Don't do it again. And then the next time I do it, flag comes out.
I wonder if that's actually a thing where they'll have a ongoing conversation throughout the game, and maybe on the questionable ones, there's a little bit of, all right, dude, that's your warning. I'm getting you next time.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's some human nature elements to all this, right? Errors or personality conflicts, or it just, you want to stick to the principles, the rules, be in the right spot, all those kind of things. But the knowledge they have to have is pretty amazing.
Well, and then you wonder about, I mean, I know you watched last night. Once again, and this has been an ongoing thing for a while, they actually finally called him for it, but Juwan Taylor leaving early off that Chiefs offensive line.
Yeah.
It's freaking every play, man. Yeah. At some points, like, just adjust the rule then. Or I don't know what the hell it is. Also, they got in on the tush push in that Philly game a little bit. It does seem like there is a little bit of gray area time to time, and I don't know if there should be gray area.
The rule book isn't, but it's, I don't know how you don't kind of go there, like I said, human instinct wise.
Also, if you watch the Chiefs-Giants game, there was a great, I think it was the best game ops moment of the weekend. So, of course, Travis Kelce is in town. It's New York. They're playing the Chiefs. So, of course, you got to have Taylor cam. So they put up on the scoreboard, and they're following along. Have you seen this? Did you catch this?
Maybe I'm not remembering it, so it must not have.
So this is great. And really, excuse me, credit to the game ops folks, because, as I said, he's there, or she's there, or Travis Kelce's there. Why would you do a Taylor Swift cam, though, at a Giants game? That does seem a little bit weird, but they did a Taylor cam. And here's how it goes. You can see Taylor cam. They're panning around, and it is Taylor cam. Uh-oh. You can hear the crowd. Lawrence Taylor.
Well done.
Yeah. That's really like, he's getting an instant, an instant huge cheer from the crowd. It's best linebacker in history. Also left me with another question, Jason. So we got a break. I guess Lawrence Taylor can smoke a cigar in the stadium if he wants.
Who's telling him no?
I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to smoke in the stadium, but he's right there amongst the fans, puffing away.
Not hiding it at all.
And you're 100% right when you say,
Mr. Taylor?
Yeah, who's telling him no?
Can you please put that out?
Imagine who'd have to draw straws for that job. Yeah, hey, go tell Lawrence Taylor in New York during a Giants game he's got to put out his cigar.
That's when you send, like, the 22-year-old intern.
Yeah, exactly, because he probably will put his cigar out.
Yeah.
Just not in a place you want him to put it out at. We'll take a break. When we come back, Crosstalk Celebrity Birthdays. We'll wrap up the program next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals, and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a simple management fee based on the value of your portfolio, so we do better when you do better.
We appreciate that kind of transparency.
We also check in with you regularly to keep you up to date on the markets and your portfolio.
What other services do you offer?
As a client, you have access to resources on investing, financial planning, estate planning, Social Security, Medicare, and more.
Wow, it sounds like Fisher Investments has everything we need.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Toyota's legendary truck event is on, and the deals are legendary. Just announced, get low APR plus 500 bonus cash on 2025 Tacoma, or get low APR or an incredible 3,000 cash back on 2025 Tundra. Get to your Toyota dealer now, because this truck event is gonna be Toyota. Let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium-ready credit cashback available through TMNA and cannot be combined with other offers since 9/30/25.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Hi, I'm Michael from the War and Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
What's happening? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chrysler's Drive Into Fall sales event is here. What's going on for that?
There's still time to explore all the fun California has to offer, and there's no better way to do it than saving up to $10,000 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Jeep Wrangler. Auto Trader called it the 2025 best vehicle for adventure for the third consecutive year. I guess the question is, why are you waiting? Your next adventure awaits with your new Jeep Wrangler Rubicon at Hoblet.
That's nice to have a way to break free from the routine.
Yes, it is, and Hoblet is the place to do it. As a fifth-generation dealer with dozens of customer service awards, you'll experience the difference. When you shop at Hoblet, you become part of the family, and we take care of family. Hoblet is home of the big city savings and selection, but with the small town service you can't get at those other places.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
10,000 total net savings on select new 2025 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon X after 2,500 factory rebates and 7,500 dealer discount. 3% net savings. Sample VIN 622117. See dealer for details.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
David, are you here? Can you hear me?
That's a good pull. That's a new one. Yeah. Where's David?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Maybe he left.
Yeah.
Maybe he surprised us all and he's out of here.
Ah!
What? Yeah.
That's good.
Sorry, I
You get the memo?
I actually have an excuse this time. I was thanking our previous guest.
David, are you here? Can you hear me?
I'm Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hi.
I'm
Nice,
Kayla.
nice to meet you.
Jason.
Jason.
I met Jason.
Yeah.
Not on air, but
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? Wait, are you?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Good, actually. Good. Good.
All right. Well, welcome in. What did I miss?
Nothing. We're waiting for you.
I didn't want to repeat.
No, nothing happened. The cowbell is what you missed.
You guys are doing the show next,
Yeah.
I assume?
We are.
It'd be weird if you weren't and you were just
I know, just some random chicken
Just
here.
on tour.
Yeah, right? Yeah, you're just on tour stopping in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next
Exactly.
stop, Zach.
Well, that's awesome. You guys are gonna have a ton of stuff. What a
Yeah.
day to come in and
I know.
Dude, it was wild this week.
A lot of good
Yeah.
football.
well, we'll familiarize yourself with this is a very serious sports show we do in the morning.
Very
so,
serious.
I've been listening.
So welcome in. I'm this will be your first time in this segment. We do a little thing called Celebrity Birthdays, brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Hey, listen, when you're wrapping up the show and new people are in the room and you don't know what the hell's going on because you were late, because you were thanking Mike Pereira for coming on, grab
Mike.
yourself a Crumble Cookie.
Yes.
It's nice.
Good.
Did you know we have
Appreciate
an
it, Mike.
official Sacktown Sports booth for referees where we have questionable calls? We can call them. And
For Mike was hanging out.
yeah.
A hotline?
He's actually downstairs right now. He
Yeah.
has his own little
They
office.
should let him out.
Yeah, they probably should. It is
Probably
Mike
should.
Pereira.
We don't utilize it
Yeah.
enough.
No, not nearly.
All right. What do we got today?
All right. Let's see here.
Mm.
On this date, September 22nd, let's go movies and TV first. How about the show Friends? Came out on this date in what year?
Chris?
Wasn't really a Friends guy.
Well, we know.
That tracks.
1994.
I'm going to say 97.
95.
95?
Ooh, and I'll go 96.
For not being a Friends guy, we have a correct answer. It
That's
goes
right.
to Christopher
That's
Lod.
right.
Shocking. He gets all the TV.
Right?
Okay.
He's like, I don't even like it.
Yeah. Let's see how he does on Full House. Oh, were you excited about that
I
one?
love Full House.
Okay. Fuller House, too. Was that good?
That was good, actually.
Okay.
Full House, Chris?
Uh, That was an earlier one. It's earlier than you think it would be.
This is the original Full House, right?
I am going to say 1987.
Ooh, that's pretty good. I'll say 88, but I
It could be 87 if you want to say 87.
Could be.
90.
89.
All right. Oh, you have another correct answer to Christopher Lod,
Wow.
1987.
It's not
On
even a
this,
game.
man.
All right, let's see if he's Lost. The show Lost came out on this day and what year?
Oh,
Dave should have this one.
I think
It's your show, Dave.
I think 05?
Okay.
Or is it just 5? 2005?
I think it's 05.
I think it's 05.
I think
The aughts.
It says 5.
Yeah.
2004.
I'll go 3.
I'll also go 3.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Kayla, 2004.
Well, there you go.
How about
Year
that?
before I graduated college.
Well done. And you shouldn't have added that part.
Hey, I'm dating myself
now we're
already,
actually dating
right?
us too, though. Jeez.
All right. How
Holy-
about the TV show Family Matters? Came out on this date.
Man.
What year?
Reginald Vell Johnson? A lot of
What a
great
day.
shows.
Did I do that?
So it's fall season, right?
88.
The theory is that Urkel is the ghost of the kid that Bell Johnson shot in Die Hard.
Is that the theory?
That is
Yeah.
the theory. Well-crafted
Is that
theory.
the theory amongst the goth kids in South Park? Jeez.
So what was your guess?
I don't even know now.
88.
88. Thank you.
I'll go with 87.
86.
89.
We have a correct answer. Goes to Christopher
Christopher
Lod,
Lod.
1989. And the last of our TV shows. This is going back, Dave. You are going to be the front runner for this one. Family Ties. You guys don't
I
even know
think
that show.
83.
Tom Hanks played the drunk uncle.
The Drunkle. He did.
Drunkle.
80. I think it's 83. I'm going to be, give or take a year, but 83.
Then I'll go with 82.
84.
Well, it's right when Back to the Future was being filmed. So. I'm going to say 82.
2 82s. We have 2 correct answers. Kayla and Chris, 1982. All right, let's get a happy birthday.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
What?
How many shows did we just do? 5?
There's no way.
Don't you dare. All right, I'm going to turn the tables. I was just waiting. On this date, the greatest show in television history debuted,
MacGruber?
starring Martin Sheen, Allison
God.
Janney,
Never
Rob
heard of
Lowe.
the show.
The West Wing made its debut on NBC. I was just waiting all day, and I would
Wasn't
have
on my list.
even recused myself. The West Wing, more Emmys than anything, or Grammys or whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Grammys?
Or probably, yeah.
Tony's. Oscars, Tony's.
Dule Hill,
Yeah.
John Spencer, R.I.P. The West Wing debuted in what year on this day?
It's
NBC.
looking at me. 97.
97.
Mm-hmm.
Kale.
2002.
Bad year for us.
Well, it was before 2001, so it's either 99 or 2000.
Why do you say it was before 2001?
Because there's a very special episode.
That's good thinking right there.
I'm going to say 1999.
And I'll say 2000.
98.
We have a correct answer, and I don't even want to acknowledge you got it.
Who,
But
me?
no, that guy. I would happily acknowledge if it was you. Because he's a
Did you just
freaking
sweep that?
dude. He's like that TV kid in Willy Wonka. That's who he is, dude.
You have to appreciate the.
That's pretty
I
incredible.
showed my work.
You did show your work, and I do appreciate that. All right,
That's
back to you.
incredible.
All right, happy birthday to musician Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, but just Joan Jett. Do you know who
Oh.
Joan Jett is?
No.
Okay. Do you?
No.
Love is a Battlefield, True Colors,
I've heard
Girls
those.
Just Want to Have Fun.
Oh, yeah. Classics.
Joan Jett. Oh
Close.
God, she's probably old, isn't she?
Probably.
Fine old.
She's 71.
I was going to go with 72.
Okay.
Yeah.
75.
73.
Yeah.
You said 71?
I
You're
did.
the closest. 67. You
Oh,
guys
oh,
extra.
for
Very good.
Oh, we
Sorry,
did.
Joan,
Good for
sorry.
Joan. All
How
right.
about a
Come on,
completely
JJ.
different style of music? Andrea Bocelli.
Oh, love her.
It's a thin day of birthdays. Love her.
Love him.
Him.
Right.
Yeah, you knew that.
He is
also saying Love is a Battlefield.
Yes. Yeah, but the
Very
opera
different style,
version.
Yeah.
He is 59.
How do you not know who this person is?
Who the hell? I don't know.
Wow.
How do I not know who an opera singer is?
He's pretty well known.
Well, so is Luciano. Give me Pavarotti. Well, he's not having a birthday today, but
you don't know that. You don't know who's next.
Point, right? Was he one of the? Hey, was he one of the three tenors? I know
No,
them.
I guarantee you know his most famous song.
Okay,
sing it. Describe it.
Yeah.
It's in Step Brothers.
That's what I figured.
That's his song. Okay. All right. Good for him. Yeah.
What's your guess?
59.
57?
67.
I'm gonna say 73.
We have a correct answer. Chris Watkins, 67. Once you got the Step Brothers part.
Andrea.
Bonnie Hunt.
Twister. Mad About You with Paul Reiser. No.
I don't know.
Oh,
He's a different Hunt.
30-something. This feels like a 30-something actress.
She was in Jerry Maguire, the sister of.
Look up the person.
Okay. Yeah, she's
in like a voiceover and a lot of stuff.
She's 65 today.
Okay.
69.
What'd you say?
60.
67.
Dave is close to 64. Let's go to Carlos Correa, shortstop of the Twins. Yeah.
He is 31. Hey, whatever happened to Callista Flockhart?
Oh, yeah.
Harrison
She's
Ford,
a little
right?
thing.
Right.
Yeah.
She married
Really
Harrison Ford. But
Yeah.
She's gone. What was her? Ally McBeal? Where is she?
That was a good show.
That was a great show.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Get off.
She's like she's with Bridget Fonda, just doing nothing.
Yeah.
They disappeared. Back to you.
Okay.
31. Correct.
Yeah, Bonnie Hunt.
No, Carlos Correa.
Oh, yeah, 31.
231.
Yeah.
Okay.
33.
34.
31 is correct. You both got it right.
Okay.
Do you remember the guy who played the manager in Bull Durham? The manager of the Durham Bulls. Remember the lollygag? Oh, yeah. I read something yesterday. So I guess like either 6 months before or after the movie came out, he died of something, right? Heart thing or whatever.
Good story here.
No. You know how old he was when he passed? He was just shy of his 41st birthday.
Why are you sharing this?
Because my point is, if you watch that movie, I thought when I watched Bull Durham live, not live, but on movie, I thought he was like in his mid to late 50s. He was shy of his 41st. Right?
That was early.
That was way early.
Might
Gone too
explain
soon.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great movie. by
Guy
the
in
way.
Major League, the manager of Major League died too.
Dang, don't be in movies that are baseball.
Right. Coming up next. Has Chris Watkins, along with Kaylin Now, our special guest, have they solved the Jonathan Kuminga thing? And is that trade imminent? Also, is Doug Christie on the ropes? What does that even mean? Find out next. Bye-bye.
You never know what you might hear when